everybody. Welcome back to our Monday night game of Tall Tales and Short Stories. We are in week 2 of our first arc, so we're excited to have everyone back. We are going to be one short today as our friend Kyle is away on business. So KT Leaf will have some interesting things happen to him in the background. And if you followed last week, it's pretty obvious what that's going to be. As we start this week, we do want to do our big shout out to our sponsor, Meeple Madness. We want to thank them again for helping us get this going. And the big news for them is if you're anywhere near Braselton, Georgia, you should go check them out. It's a great local gaming shop. They have open D&D nights on Wednesday night. It starts around 6:30, and if you go by there, say, hey, I checked out the neighborhood game night, and they'll have a gift for you. So definitely go by and say hello to the ladies and gentlemen there. They're amazing help in getting our stream set up. In fact, tonight we'll be featuring some different things that they've loaned to us tonight, so stay tuned for that. And with that, we'll kind of go around. We've got, in case you remember, we've got our dwarves. We have Daniel, our dwarf, who is playing
Randor Splinter Shield.
Which it kind of came into play last week without him losing his shield. And then we also have Tanner, who is playing
Dane Iron Fist.
And then we're going to cut over to the other side and get our lone gnome, who is Chip, who is playing
Nottingham Boondiggles.
And then we go into the halflings. We talk to Lauren.
I'm Layla Lovelight.
Lauren is playing Layla Lovelight. Say that 5 times fast. And then finally, rounding out tonight, we have Lance, who is playing
Gulliver Gorton Willikers.
Golly G. Willikers. It's a great name for a character. And with that, we're going to go ahead and dive in tonight. So here we go. So we're going to start chapter 2 of our first arc of Tall Tales and Short Stories. And now we're going to do a quick recap and then jump into tonight. Our story began at the Elderberry Festival, which takes place each year in the small gnome hamlet of Gravelwood. Our heroes arrived and began to take part in the festivities and quickly learned about the fun-loving yet mischievous nature of the local townsfolk. As the day's activity came to an end, the party began to learn about a lot of the local legends and folklore that surround the village and the surrounding wood. It was at this point that a local gnome named Brock Pillwickle came running into town crying for help. The townspeople quickly learned that wolves had attacked Brock and his cousin Pog in the Elderberry Grove outside of town. While the townsfolk panicked, a ragtag team assembled and traveled into the night to investigate the attack and hopefully save their friend Pog. Once they arrived to the grove, they found Pog was injured and they moved quickly to help him. They were jumped by wolves and wargs and quickly dispatched their assailants. However, in the tree line, a shadowy figure began to rain down spells on the party. The fight continued until the mighty dwarf Dane Iron Fist knocked down the wood elf and leapt to kill his foe with a mighty blow with his battle axe. To everyone's surprise, the axe failed to pierce the skin of the elf. Suddenly the elf growled and began to transform into a monstrous beast. The group quickly realized they were outmatched and had no answer for the werewolf, who was now ready to tear the group apart. The heroes managed to flee and lose the beast while crossing the half-frozen river known as Juniper Falls. The party is now running back to town, injured and somewhat confused on how to handle such a mighty foe. So that's where we're going to pick up this week. As you guys are running back on the trail to Gravelwood, it's the middle of the night, it's cold, there's snow on the ground, and we have some different injuries that y'all took from the assault of the wolves and the wargs and the werewolf. And y'all are heading back to town. The most injured is probably Pog. Who's running back, dude, I'm hurt, I'm bleeding, I'm hurting. Bro, dude, hurting. And then the rest of the group is kind of coming in behind them. So y'all are about to come up into town. It's probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. The town's pretty quiet as you guys make it back to the edge of town. So what do you guys want to do as y'all are heading into town?
Are there any people out in the town? Or are they mostly in their homes and the...
You come back into town and it's quiet. I mean, it's you see a few candle lights on here and there on the interior, but pretty much, and that's the thing about Gravelwood, y'all just walk into town. There's no guards, there's no walls, there's not a fence. You'll just walk on in.
Yeah, Aye, is there a healer here? Get out! We need some help!
And with that, you come running into town. You hear from the Great Hall, which is, there's not a tavern, they have a big hall. You hear some rustling, and you, in a few seconds, as y'all are kind of running into town. The door opens, and you see Ella. Is that her name? Make sure I got it right here. Ula. Ula Fabblestabble, who had helped you guys earlier, the elderly gnome. She opens up and she goes, "Oh, what are y'all doing? Come on in. What's going on?"
You didn't mention there are werewolves in this wood!
Where what? Where are the wolves?
I hate these bloody gnomes! Cousin! Come out, you slag!
So you're screaming, y'all are in the town at this point, you don't hear your cousin. But Ula is there, motioning you to come in and look at, oh goodness, y'all are a little worse for the wear. And she's like grabbing you guys, and Pog's pretty beat up. She's going to him first. And she looks over at Nottingham and goes, oh, your parents are going to be worried sick. Like, what are you doing, Al?
They're used to it at this point. I mean, I don't exactly stay in bed when I'm supposed to.
She shakes her head, boondiggles. And so, she kind of ushers you guys back in and starts tending to your wounds the best she can. Bandages and of the sort. Any other questions or anything for Ula?
Ula, is there perhaps a town guard or a constabulary that we can speak to?
No, that's a mighty big word.
It means a police.
I believe Fink is still here. He should be able to help.
I was thinking of someone more official and efficient.
Well, I'll go ask Fink and see if he can help.
You know what? I'll go ask Fink.
Oh,
Stay
okay.
here.
Okay.
I'm not going to go ask Fink.
Oh, bloody up. Boondiggle! Come with me, we need to go get that crossbow mint for those foxes.
Alright, let's see if we can find it.
Right. So last week when y'all were in town, y'all were go outside. It's still set up. There was the gnomish ballista that's hanging in the middle of town, unprotected. It's just sitting out there. Who would want to mess with it?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's there.
I'd like to move it to the front
It's
of the...
just really big crossbow. Is kind of what it is.
Can I...
They've made some modifications, so probably not at this point. Like
Does it
before they messed
move?
with. Yeah, it's on wheels.
Then can we wheel it to the front of the tavern?
You
or Great Hall
could
type
you could wheel it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Remember, it has like a cartridge, so you
Yeah.
can actually like crank it.
Yeah,
for,
just in case.
Machine gun crossbow action.
Yeah.
Those
Right.
foxes.
Yeah, they're gonna get that fox this year, right?
Question on the crossbow. How heavy is the trigger pull?
You could pull it.
Would you say it's under 10 pounds?
I would say it's under 10 pounds.
Okay.
I would say. I know what you're getting at, and I would say it's under
Okay.
10 pounds.
Good to know.
Thank you. All right, very good. All right, so you guys, it's still the middle of the night. Y'all check the gnomish ballista, the boondiggle ballista is there. Y'all can wheel it over.
BB.
It's not that far.
Yeah.
So now it's still middle of the night. So they are working on that. Layla, what are you doing?
I am wondering what is going on because I was just going on vacation with Gulliver. Didn't you say something about moss healing? Somebody said something about healing moss.
Yeah, the juniper moss at the falls is really healing, but I don't think we want to go back there right now.
No, we don't.
From what my character knows, would I know who is is there a mayor?
Yeah, y'all met him last week. Grable, Fabblestabble.
That's right, Grable Fabblestabble. Ula, where's Grable?
Oh, well, he would be upstairs. Let me get him for you.
Please.
Oh, sure. So she reaches over, she grabs a broom and starts hitting the floor. Grable! Grable! And she's hitting the floor, and then you hear a stomp, and he comes down and he goes, "What is it, woman? What is it?" And he's in his robe, he's got his little cap on and everything, his little candle. He goes, "What is it, woman? I was asleep."
Mayor Grable, we have some terrible news. There seems to be a werewolf in your elderberry grove just outside of town.
Where are the wolves?
No. Werewolf. It was a half-elf who turned into a wolf man?
That doesn't sound like the Winter Warg.
Oh.
And at that moment, Ula faints, and a baby cries in the distance. I
catch you, Ula.
of the Winter Warg.
I catch you later now.
Lay down. Okay.
Oh, aye, about that. The halfling lady, she, killed it.
Halfling
Lady.
lady.
Killed what?
The white wolf.
The Winter War?
That one.
Oh, was it monstrously big? Did it stand on 2 feet?
No, but his owner did.
I think your legend of the Winter War may be referring to this werewolf.
I don't know. Possibly.
It stood on 2 feet.
How big was it?
Oh, nearly twice my size, at least.
Maybe.
A huge jaw full of teeth,
Maybe.
long rending
I
claws.
tell you, we should ask old Frug. He's the last one here who actually saw the Winter Warg. Again, Ula sits up, passes back out. Another baby cries in the distance.
If we must, where can we find old Frug?
Oh, well, let's go see. He's well, on the other side of town. Is where the Pillowicans live, and he's one of the Pillowicans. So they have a cozy little setup on the other side of town. I can take you. I can take you.
Okay.
Should we wait till morning though? Y'all look pretty little worse for the wear.
Nah. Look, mate. There's a werewolf out there, and don't think we should just sit on our laurels and wait for him to show up.
I hear you saying this werewolf thing. Is it a big wolf?
It's a man who turned into a wolf.
But let's give it a whole fruit. He might know.
Okay.
He might know. Okay. So who's going with the mayor, Great Wolf
I
Havelstyle?
will go.
Oh, I'm definitely going.
I should probably stay behind because I'm a little beat up.
Yeah, you're a little beat up. Yeah. You and Kate is really beat up,
Yeah.
and so is Pog. Those are the three. Y'all are the three that are really beat up.
Oh,
So the other four of you guys can head over with Gravel Favelsaddle. These no names are hard to remember. Alright, so you guys head over to the other side of town. There is a small thatch hut that looks like it shouldn't have that many people in it, but apparently there's like 12 Pillowicals that live in this little thing. And Gravel kind of walks over in his nightgown and with his candle, and he's knocking on the door. And then you hear a whole lot of, dude, bro, dude, bro. And then all of a sudden, old Fruit goes, what is it? As he opens the door. So, like, he doesn't talk like the rest of them, but, you know, he's like, well, what is it? Now, you remember Old Frug. Old Frug was the one that told the tale of the story the night before. Just scared the living daylights out of all the children. So he comes in, he opens the door. What is it? What would you want?
Old Frug, we would like to speak to you about your experiences with the Winter War.
Baby cries in distance.
Baby cries in distance. A Pillowickan and then just passes out. He goes, be careful saying that kind of thing. He goes, well, come on in. And so y'all come into this little cottage, and y'all are all kind of squeezing in, especially the dwarves. Y'all really having to squeeze in. I mean, it's
Just one.
Oh, that's right.
Just
Just
me.
a dwarf. Sorry.
Still.
Y'all are kind of crunching inside this little thatch hut, and you look, and there's just like shelves of Pillowicans asleep. You know, and they're all kind of rolling over and looking. You know. Yeah. And he sits down and kind of pokes at the fire, and he goes, "Well, tell me about it. What exactly did you see?"
We were in the Elderberry Grove. We were attacked by a pack of wolves led by a half-elf. The half-elf was a spellcaster, and after we dispensed with his pets, as it were, he transformed into a wolf and attacked us.
That doesn't sound like the other thing.
Oh. Could you describe the other thing?
He was just tall, monstrous size, like the size of this hut. He's huge.
How tall's the hut?
It would be maybe 3 times your size, maybe.
Okay.
So
And the werewolf was smaller than that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, maybe 4 times. Maybe the hut's 4 times. So
Okay.
what he's describing might be twice the size of this
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But
And you saw this
oh yes,
monstrous
yes,
thing?
it was many years ago when we first arrived here. It was quite monstrous, quite scary. Just big teeth, big howl, and it's like when he howled, this ice would come out of his mouth. It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
Can I make a check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, inside check.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 22.
Oh yes, he is definitely telling the truth that he believes. He believes what he's telling you.
Okay.
So. But I don't know, this new thing, this doesn't sound the same, but it could be, or maybe it's related. I'm not sure. No,
What?
wait, I just had a thought. Let's go. No, I had a thought. Yes. No. Oh, yes. And he looks, and he's looking over, and he's like going through all these like books and stuff, and he goes, there was someone that came through town last summer, and I remember him telling a story about something like this, and he pulls out this book, and he's like, whew, and like dust goes everywhere, and he goes, yes, I believe there was something in here. Let us take a look at this. And as he opens the book, y'all catch the title of this book is The Riveting Rivals of Ravenloft by Marvelous Marcus Madmore.
For Pete's sake.
He goes,
For Pete's
and he's like flipping through it. Did he drink your blood?
No.
Okay, too far. Okay, so he's going back. Yes. And he turns around and he has this book that kind of explains werewolves, and it has an illustration. Is this something that you were looking at?
Does it have
And
a stat block?
Huh?
Nothing.
And he kind of turns it, and you see this lore written about werewolves. And he goes, I believe, yes, I remember him telling this story. And he kind of goes through it, and he goes like, yes, there's, this is interesting. He's looking over, and he goes, they a lot to do here with the moon, and, oh goodness. Were any of you bitten by chance?
Oh, bloody hell.
Our friend Cade was, and I believe his name is Pog?
Oh, Pog, and everyone's like, go, oh, Pog! He's like, no, calm down, it's okay. And he's like, was he bitten?
Yes.
Was that the only two?
As far as we know. Oh,
Was it?
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got bit.
Oh, this one.
The ones that
Nah,
came out there.
Oh,
The other dwarf in our
yes.
company.
Randor.
he was big.
yes, Randor.
He looks out the window, he checks the moon. Oh, we just started a new moon. If this is correct, then the ones that were bitten, we need to do something pretty quickly.
Do what?
Well, you have to be atoned, or you're going to turn into whatever that thing is.
Atoned?
Yes.
How does one atone?
Well, there's two ways. There's an atonement, which has something to do with the gods. But you can also kill the one that bit you.
Oh.
So, did you kill this thing?
No,
No.
Our weapons wouldn't even pierce its skin.
Trust me, mate, I tried.
Well, he flips over, and he goes, I don't. Your weapon's magical.
No.
No.
Well, there is something here about silver. We could use silver to hunt this thing. Do you have any silver?
No, I'm afraid all I've got is gold.
No, that's not going to work. There is a list here that's pretty specific. The weapons don't have to be completely silver. They have to be coated, but it's very specific. You can't just have the edge of the weapon decked in it. It must be covered in silver. It will stop its progress. And it's very specific. If you see here, and there's like a diagram of how to properly coat the weapon in silver.
That's handy.
So, we need to look and see. Yes,
Did my cousin bring silver with him to buy the mead from
He
the...
might have some.
Does the town coffers have any silver that we could possibly buy?
coffers. If you see the full buildings here, no, fresh out of coffers, good sir.
That's silly of me. I suppose you don't have a smith
Heave
either.
them up in.
No, we have the Boondiggles. They're quite smithies.
All right.
They're quite good at that.
No.
Yes. So, have you talked? And as you're looking back, you see it behind you. The mayor is still looking, and he's got his eyes are huge. He's like, gentlemen, we can't say anything about this.
Of course not.
The caravans will be arriving any day. We can't jeopardize our caravans. If word gets out of this, then.
But people should be warned so as not to go into the Elderberry Grove.
Well, we'll get the council together and decide what's best on that.
This town has a council but no coffers?
Yes. It's me. Well, there's 5 of us, one from each of the clans.
Of course.
We'll get the heads of the family together and decide what's best to handle it.
Mayor, while we were coming back, we did break the log that we normally use to cross the river, so we could tell everyone that they can't go there until we rebuild a bridge. It'd be pretty dangerous trying to cross the ice. They might fall through,
Good idea, Nog.
Why did you?
Because we were being chased by a
Did you
giant
want us to
werewolf.
bring the werewolf all the way back here? Because we felt it was best to lose him.
I'll have to get with the Boondiggles about getting a new bridge up pretty soon.
You what?
Well, we've got to get back to the grove. I mean, we've picked most of it, but there's still more picking to be done.
Honestly, if you go back to that grove anytime soon, you may be eaten.
That would be bad. I see your point. It is late, and I need to think on these things. We could try to scrounge up any silver we have in town and melt it down, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough. Ooh, wait. Oola silverware.
Oh no.
We could melt that down. Of course, she would be right upset if we did that. Do anyone else have any ideas for silver? Magic? Anything?
Mayor, where is my cousin?
Last I saw, he was at the tavern. Not tavern. We call it a tavern. It's not the Great Hall. The Great Hall.
Right, I need to go find me cousin.
Yes.
I'm-
Let's keep this quiet and let's talk again in the morning once I've assembled the council.
Old Frug, might I borrow that book?
Yes, of course. But would you want it back?
Of course.
Of course, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So I will go and read up on werewolves
Okay.
while we're doing stuff.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm
So,
gonna shoulder surf.
huh?
I'll even let him sit next to me.
Boy!
He can share my
All
candle.
right. So, that book will give you advantage on knowledge checks for werewolves and vampires. Okay.
Awesome.
So,
From henceforth.
yeah. Just as long as you have it until Ulfrug,
Oh, okay.
until the library card comes in. And
Gotcha.
No, I think you maybe I'll talk him into
What
even that
book?
one. What? Things happened.
The werewolf ate it.
The dog ate my book.
All right. So with that, anything else before we go back to? Want to rest it up?
Let's rest.
Okay. All right. So you guys rest throughout the night, and morning comes super early, because y'all like, man, we got in at like 2:30, and it's crack of like 6:30. We start hearing the rooster and the chickens going outside, and Ula's up making breakfast and cooking eggs and stuff, and it's right in the middle of everything. You're just like, wow, that was a quick couple of hours. So you guys are rested up. You get up the next morning. Cade and Pog are both like laid up pretty bad, and they're pretty feverish. So they're not feeling so hot.
All right. Well, and the books didn't say any. Literally, the only way to cure them is to like kill the original werewolf, or
Atonement.
and it
We've
doesn't
got-
give any details.
It does. It has to do with divine favor.
Oh, okay.
It kind of glazes over that and more about the killing of the werewolf seems to
Sure.
be the easier option.
All right.
It talks about the lycanthropy, how it's a curse,
Mhm.
how it can spread, generally by a bite, and there's some belief that maybe even the scratching of certain werewolves can do it as well. And there's also many different types of lycanthropy. There's rats, bears, wolves.
Okay.
So
Oh my.
oh my, oh my. Okay, so.
So what about me? Am I feeling like that?
No,
or
you get
not
up and
as bad?
you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. And some of the symptoms for the lycanthropy, it reads, may or may not cause, nausea,
Suicidal thoughts.
suicidal thoughts, high fever, and it does go into a lot of detail about how different people affect it differently. And then generally a few days into it, there is a mark that will appear on the skin that is kind of the mark of the lichen.
You said 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, it's a few
Okay.
days in, but
How long does the transformation take in total?
It depends on when the next full moon hits, which right now you're about 3 weeks out.
Okay, so we have possibly 3 weeks.
Possibly 3 weeks
Okay.
before
we have to kill our friends. Got it.
excommunicate.
Emphasis on the X.
Right. Halfling werewolf. It's an Ewok joke in there somewhere, but okay. So y'all get up the next morning. Everyone is fine except for, like I said, Kate and Pog are down for the count. But a pretty heavy fever. And Ula seems to be taking care of them, but the town is excited. I mean, today is the first day that they should expect caravans, and everyone's rolling out their carts in the middle of town, setting up for the trade. They don't have like a market. They have these like I said, like mall kiosks. They basically roll out and put their trade wares together. Furs, there's a lot of blankets and stuff people have been knitting and stuff to try to trade for different things. Your mother has an alchemist cart that she rolls out. So
Where's
we
my
don't
cousin?
Hmm?
Where's my cousin?
Cousin comes strolling down. The smell of eggs and is that bacon comes down. He's like, oh yes, You're cooking swine. I had to come down for that. So he's comes walking down,
Oi.
waddling.
Cousin, did you happen to bring any silver with you to?
A little. Why?
We might need it.
Well, did you find the recipe for that mead?
No, we found a werewolf.
A what?
A werewolf.
Let me see if he knows that. Yes, he does. He goes, "You're kidding."
See those two chaps?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's not very good.
No.
Okay. Well, we need to talk about this. How much time do we have, you think?
Weeks, apparently.
Oh, good. I was something to worry about now. So let's get the recipe for the meat, and then we'll be on our way then.
Pete's sake, cousin, you never really had a spine, did you?
Oh no, I'm very focused on why we're here. So with that, he kind of goes back and says, "Well, I'm gonna get some breakfast, hit the head, and then go see what trade we have out."
Nottingham, if we went by your parents' house, do you think they could tell us how much silver we will need to coat our weapons?
They might know. I can't say for sure. I don't think any of my family have coated weapons in silver before, but they might be able to give you a rough idea.
All right, well, let's do that, and I'll be on the lookout for the mayor as we're walking
Okay.
about town.
All right, so you guys have breakfast. You walk outside, and all the carts are coming in, and it's pretty funny. Like every family's got a cart. Whether it's the knuckle stamps, so y'all don't have too much in her. They're the hunters. They've got all the furs and everything. The Humble Bumbles have one set up, and it's interesting. It's more just knickknacks and just like
Kitchen
forest.
crap.
It's like forest things that they picked up, and like they made like
Here's a pine cone.
yeah, it's like pine cone, but it's like the spirit of the wood. Like it's great for the kids.
As we're walking through town, could I cast Detect Magic as a ritual and just kind of keep an eye on all of the traders' wares?
Yes, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. Now there is a okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so one thing that you do pick up on, let's see, got it here, is one of the. Hang on a second. Find my notes here. Okay.
Having a great time.
Yes. You do come across Helia Fabblestabble. She has like just kind of a general store of randomness. It would be the general. It's a little bit of everything. The Fabblestabbles, they're more about the administration of the town and everything, and she is just kind of collected odds and ends. And from that, you see that she is bringing out an old pair of boots that you're picking up magic from.
Okay.
So.
Um,
She also seems to have there's a couple things you're picking up magic from actually. A pair of boots, looks like a scroll, and then a potion.
is she married?
Huh?
Just gonna go for it.
No.
No, she's not.
Okay, no, she's an adult in town, so I want to run over there.
But she is one of the ones that's been hanging out with Fink a good bit.
Okay. That's fine. I just want to know how to address her. I'm a kid.
Yeah. So
Miss
she's-
Stabble, can I ask you some questions about some of your wares?
Oh, but of course, dear. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks. What are these boots?
Oh, these boots. I picked these up last spring and actually no, last summer. And I didn't want to part with them, but I've had a lot of fun with them, so I'm ready to part with them now. But they make you just run really fast, and you should see how far you can jump in these things. It's amazing. But I figured it's time to let them go. So that's what they are.
Oh, all right. Do you know how much you want to sell them for?
Well, I'd like to turn a profit if you don't mind. So I was thinking more like 125 gold, perhaps.
Ooh, that's a little steep for me. My allowance isn't quite that big.
I know. But if you spread it, I'm expecting some of the dwarven friends that are coming in town will bring lots of gold.
How about
Dwarves
this
are slow.
this piece of paper over here? And I point to the screen.
Oh, that piece of paper. Yeah, I picked that up a couple weeks ago.
About a week ago.
Actually, I got that from Fink. He doesn't know I'm selling it, but I have no purpose for it. And then she looks at it and says, it's a spell which you might be interested in. It's a chill touch.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's cold enough here as it is. Why do we need that?
I don't know if I've heard it, but It seems like something I'd like to take a look at. What do you say, 2 gold?
I was thinking more like 20.
20 gold.
Sorry,
Aw, shucks.
I need, gotta pay the bills. So see what you can do. See what you can do.
I can lend you 10.
That would be fantastic, Ollie. Thank you.
There goes all my gold.
10 and 12. Can you get a little bit more?
Yeah, I reach into my bag and pull out another 8.
Oh, perfect. Okay, here you go. Thank you so much. Good first day. Well, have you seen your father about? I haven't seen him yet. I know your mother's pulling the cart out. It looks like she needs some help. And you see your mom over there, like, trying to pull this cart by herself, and it's got way too much crud on it. She's been stocked full of moss juice.
Okay, about how far away is she?
Other side,
Other side?
50, 60 feet. It's not far.
I haven't seen my dad yet. I'm sure Mom will be fine.
Colleague, or not again. Don't be silly. Come on, let's go help your mother.
All right.
Smack on the back of the head.
Okay. Alright, so while y'all are doing that, Layla, what are you doing?
I'm just following along.
You're just following along the crowd?
Yes, and wondering if I could steal those boots and it not be rude.
You and me are on the same page right now.
Like, oh, these are some nice boots.
Be ashamed if someone misplaced them.
If only someone could distract her for a moment.
I'm not okay with stealing from these people.
Alright, what are the dwarf friends doing during this time while the little folk are out shopping?
The caravans haven't come in yet, though, have they?
No.
Where's my cousin's cart?
Cousin's car's parked out back with the donkey's also back by the hog pen.
Can I shuffle through it to see if he left the silver in the cart?
Yeah, so you go check it. He pretty much brought everything in. He left some of his clothing, some tents and stuff like that in there. Some of the camping supplies were there, but the silver, that's going to be his coins, which he's going to keep on it.
Yeah.
But it's worth a check.
Yeah.
What are you doing while he goes and checks that?
I'm just gonna pair up with him.
I got you.
We're just gotta stay together.
I hear you. So while he's shuffling through that, you're back towards there's a creek behind the what is your behind the town? There's a little creek. What's your passive perception?
13.
Yeah, they're not 12.
12. All right, give me a perception check.
Can you one for me as well?
Yes, Sam. You're busy.
Yeah, 19.
Oh, okay. All right. So while you're doing that, you look over the creek and you see this little girl in the clearing, like behind, like at the creek. She's like playing in the water, and she looks up and she goes, "She wants to use. Come here.
Alrighty. Start walking over.
All right. So
here.
you walk off.
Yeah.
He was never heard from again.
And that was the end of his story. Some say.
Alright, so you walk over and this little girl's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And she looks young, like 8, maybe 9.
Oh boy.
And she's, how are you doing? You're one of those dwarves that came down from the Citadel, right?
Aye.
Ah, that's a mighty big axe. What are y'all doing in town?
We're mainly here from the mead.
Oh, I hear it's quite good. I haven't had any yet. And she's like,
Oh.
have you seen, do you know about this town?
Just stories, nothing too much.
Oh, I've got a wonderful story for you. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
If you look just behind here, this town was actually built, and she looks around, on top of the ruins of another town.
And what town might that be?
Well, I'm not really sure, but I can tell if you look back here, there was another town here. There's actually the ruins of a building that's still here.
And where them?
And you look around the corner, and you totally see like some looks like frozen wood planks and some rocks and stuff, where you can tell there was definitely a house there at one point. So she's just pointing over there, and you're like, oh yeah. You didn't think much of it until she pointed it out to you. You're not there.
I was going to ask,
You're
have
not-
I looked up and see that he's gone?
Yeah, you just know he walked off, and you're busy. So, and she's kind of following.
Is it like on the other side of the river?
No. It's on the side of the creek. She's
Okay,
just
good.
Like, you're like basically walking by the creek, and she's just like pointing out some rocks. She goes, "Yes, see right there. It looks like a family used to live there."
Oh. Do you know what family by chance?
He goes, oh yes, I believe it was a mix. There was some dwarves that lived here, and some men, and I believe they came. It was like they caught animals and fur. They were fur traders.
How many years ago was it?
Oh, it's been a long time. It's probably been 50, 60 years at least.
Do you know any more about them?
Oh, a good deal. Yes, I do.
Oh, I'm all ears.
He goes, oh, and she looks over. Oh, I think your friend is looking for you.
I'm gonna like wave him over here.
All right, so you turn and you look, and you
Oi!
see him like waving over there, and you don't know why. So you start walking over there, and when you turn around, the girl's gone. Oh. The girl's just gone. Like,
Oh God.
Alright, what you want here, shieldless?
There was just a girl. Oh, what the? Girl over there. Did not see her?
I don't see no girl. What you want about?
you want to try a track?
Sure.
So you can find her?
What is that?
Survival.
21.
There are no tracks.
What you want about, mate?
I'm pointing over there to where she pointed out the old building.
Yeah, you see an old
It's
building.
there.
It looks like, I mean, you can see like a square, like foundation of where a
Yeah.
building obviously used to be. It's kind of like, now that you see it, you can't unsee it. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, how did I miss this? Because you can see some of the corners and stuff there. That I mean, there used to be a building here.
So
Boy,
what?
Who lived there?
Some fur traders. I don't know. A little girl out in the forest just pointed me out to it. You wanna have a gander?
What kind of people live there, mate?
Fur traders, maybe 50, 60 years ago.
Any dwarves?
Aye. Dwarves and humans, apparently.
What if I was a dwarf and I was leaving somewhere? You know what I would do? Gonna go check, look for gold.
Okay.
Diggy
Just looking
All right,
around.
give me an investigation check. If y'all are gonna do it together,
Yeah.
we can have one do it with advantage. So whoever is
All right.
better at it
Okay.
will give the other.
Let me give you.
Do you have any additions in investigation?
Nope.
Alright,
I have a
well.
plus 0.
All right, so you can roll with advantage.
Alright.
So just roll 2, and yeah.
That'll do it.
18.
18. Alright, so as you're kicking around the snow and kind of pushing back some of the overbrush, like you can,
Axe to like.
yeah, you're just kind of like cutting through. You totally see that there is a foundation here, and you see like a hearth, and you actually uncover some stones that there used to be like a kitchen area in here that you can see. It's like you can see how they obviously had it set up like an oven in here, so it was the domicile. And you know, looking at the stonework, probably some dwarves were here.
I do have proficiency in stone cutting.
Okay, yeah. Give me a roll on that.
Advantage or no?
Yes, 2 dwarves, absolutely.
No, that's great.
What is it?
With proficiency, what would you be?
Well, you take the high. What's your skill?
I rolled 2 8s. My highest skill is strength. It's an 18.
Well, you're proficient in it, so it would be we get plus
14.
2, 14. Okay. All right. So you look at it, and you can tell by the cut of it that it definitely was mountain dwarfs that live here, not hill dwarfs. There's just a different.
Different breed.
Yeah, mountain dwarves are just a little bit better at stone cutting, in your opinion, being a mountain dwarf, and you just recognize your lineage work. It's just different. So has a more square cut to it as opposed to a rounded edge. So yeah, a mountain dwarf definitely lived here at some point.
Can I make an investigation to see if I can find where they may have stashed some silver, gold, or anything else?
But you've looked around, you don't see anything stashed here. I mean, whatever's here is
Nothing
gone.
under
It's
like
just,
a brick or somewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean you're looking at the rubble at this point. You kind of overturn everything. There's nothing left here. It's been picked over pretty good.
Last.
It
It was worth a try.
worth a try, yeah. Alright, so that y'all are dealing with that. We'll go back over here to you guys. Y'all are still shopping in town. What do y'all want to do?
Have I seen the mayor?
Yes, you do see Grable walking around, and he's talking to a boondiggle.
Okay, I would like to approach Gravel and the Boondiggle.
Yes. This is Ribble's boondiggle. He is the head of the boondiggle clan.
Wiggles?
No, Ribbles.
Ribbles.
Ribble's boondiggle.
Oh, okay.
Ruble's boondiggles.
Ruble's
The
Boondiggle.
third.
Yes.
Esquire. Alright, so you go and you're talking to Ribbles. and Grable are sitting there talking together, and they see you come up, and he goes, yes, we wanted to talk to you. We've got the council together, and we've scrapped together some silver, and Ribbles here believes that he can use it to make something, but it may not be much. We don't have much. So, what is it that we need?
Well, according to my research, we just need to attack the creature with either magical weapons or with silver.
Yes.
I have proficiency in Smith's tools.
Oh, okay. So come back to that. So you're here. So Ribbles looks over at you and he goes, I can get some of the boondiggles here. In secret, of course. He's very, very quiet. But I'm afraid that just overhearing what we need, we might be able to cope maybe one or maybe two weapons, depending on what it is. Small weapons.
All right, I think we can make do with that. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Well, we'll just have to see. What weapon would you like?
You said 2?
Well, it depends on the size.
What do you have?
Battle axe.
Okay, so that's a serious contender.
Oh, no, we don't have that much. I'm thinking more like maybe like an arrowhead, perhaps, or
One arrowhead?
maybe, or a dagger, maybe small dagger.
Attached to an
I
arrow?
have all of these things.
What about a rapier? You have a rapier?
Oh no. Well, I don't know.
Long
Maybe
sword?
Short
it just depends. We need to melt it down and see.
Short
what we
sword?
get. Huh?
Short sword?
Oh no.
No.
Goodness no. We don't have much. We may need to find more silver.
Well, my only concern with coating an arrowhead is, what if we miss?
Don't. No.
You're very
I think,
optimistic.
I think we need
advice.
to.
Run and pick it
We
up.
need to find out if there's more silver in these parts.
Perhaps some merchants coming in today will have silver with them.
Yes. We don't know when they're going to show. They just know that this is generally the time they start showing.
We're still at the house.
Right. You're talking. Layla, give me a perception check.
Let's see. Oh, it's only 12.
Only 12. And what's y'all's passive perception?
Mine's 14.
13.
12.
14. So while you're sitting there talking to him, and he's talking about how the caravans, we don't know when they're going to come in. As you're talking, this breeze hits you. This really frigid, cold breeze hits you, and it's odd because it's warming up, and then all of a sudden this massive cold blast comes from you, like away from the wood, more towards the creek. You just feel
Like
this.
towards the elderberry grove?
No, away.
Oh, okay.
That would
away.
be behind you. This is like coming from the other direction. You just
Okay.
feel this cold breeze hit, and you look around and you see a couple other people, like not even meaning to. They're like, wow, it's kind of getting colder.
The Winter Warg.
In the distance,
Baby cries.
a maiden face, a baby cries.
Do I see like leaves rustle? Is it like a big breeze?
Yeah. Like as soon as you feel it, like you see it in the trees. Like it's something that just blew through,
Okay.
and suddenly it's just colder.
Very odd. And it seems to come from the creek.
In that direction.
Okay.
The wind came from the creek. It would be from the south, which is also odd. The wind came from the south.
We didn't feel that breeze, did we?
It just comforts the whole
Passive perception.
13.
12.
Y'all can both roll perception checks.
Is the breeze magical?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Perception.
13?
Yeah, that's a 22.
Yeah, you felt it. You didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
that
you
was
just
weird.
felt it. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. So
Weird
some
breeze.
people look around getting cold. You from different locations of town look. That's odd. All right. So while that's happening, what are we doing? Nottingham. You just kind of hanging out.
I'm reading over the spell.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Read over the spell.
Reading up on Chill Touch.
Okay. All right. What is it gonna take for you to add that to your spell book at this point?
I don't know. We'll have to talk on the break.
Is
Okay.
it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's not much.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Mayor, I will round up the rest of my friends and we will have a discussion. Where can I find you?
Oh no, I'll be right here. I've got lots to coordinate today.
Very well.
Got to coordinate. Have you seen Fink?
No. No, I haven't.
What is that Fink? I believe he should be in on this. I mean, he's
Well,
very well versed in such things.
if he didn't turn tail at the first mention of a werewolf, sure.
Oh, I'm sure not. He's fought dragons, good sir. Dragons!
Indeed.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
In fact, Riddles. Oh, no, Dimple, come here, Dimple. If you've seen Fink, and then you see he's talking, and so now they're all kind of looking for Fink.
Okay.
He's missing.
Of course.
Am
Yes.
I?
Okay, I guess I'll try and find the dwarves
Okay.
so we can talk about this.
All right, so it doesn't take long. It's a very small village.
Yep.
You see the dwarves over there, and you see them like
Kicking up
behind,
dirt.
like just sitting around in like some rubble and some rocks and stuff.
Ah, gentlemen, hello. I just got done speaking with the mayor. They said that they can possibly round up enough silver for us to coat a small weapon.
Both looking at our battle axes.
Perhaps a hand axe or a dagger.
Aye, or we can find some more silver.
All right. I suggested waiting till the merchants got here, but he seemed to think that was a bad idea because he may not know when
If
they'll
I
be
have to
here.
threaten me cousin, it wouldn't be the first time.
Threaten with exchanging gold for silver?
Or an axe.
Oh,
You
well.
dwarves do things differently.
Apparently. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's where we're at right now on the silver hunt.
Okay. All right. Any other ideas? What do you want to do?
I want this bite to go away.
Bite to go away. You're feeling fine. You've shook it off. You know, you don't have any of the crazy symptoms that your friends have, like with the fever and
Oh. By the way,
Silver.
golly gee, we figured out that this used to be a trapping village of some sort. We explained the house.
Fur trading?
That one.
Ah.
With my slightly Russian, Scottish, confused accent. Sorry. It's
Okay.
easier when you're yelling things.
Right.
Like killing things.
Bastard.
That's good, I suppose. Every town has a history, and it's good to know it.
Okay. All right. So with that, we kind of fast forward. There's a lot of trading going on. Your mother's pretty busy with a lot of the townsfolk wanting to get stocked up. I would say she's probably got the most popular of the shops for the townsfolk because everyone's like, oh, we need to get our moss. Moss juice is in supply. They literally use it for everything. You know, it is Tylenol, Tums, all wrapped into one, and Neosporin.
Awesome.
It does everything. So she's been busy trading that and picking up furs and things like that from some of the other townsfolk and stuff. So that's kind of the morning, and then we fast forward to lunch. Still no Fink. Fink's still
11Ts.
Shocking.
still missing. So around lunch, y'all do see Fink come out finally. He's like, "Oh, it's the crack of noon," and he's like stretching around. You know, he was up late last night. You know, protecting the women, of course. And
As a bard.
right. He's walking around town, and it's impossible to miss because you see the hat and the plume off his hat way before you actually see.
You see the hat come out before.
Right. It makes the appearance. And everyone, as soon as he walks, he's, "Oh, Fink!" And everyone's running up, showing him all their wares and stuff. And he's quite the folk hero in Grablewood. So, yes.
He was staying in the Great Hall, right?
Yeah.
Can I go check his things?
Huh? No, he's carrying his things.
Oh.
Oh,
Dang it.
He's carrying his things.
it's like the book I bought off him.
Huh? Yeah, right.
That he has 12 more of.
Right. So he's just walking about town, kind of checking out the different shops and everything, and you know that's, most of the town has shown up at this point. Y'all even see Brock. He's walking around the town as well. It's like he just checked on Pog, and he looks concerned. You know, the rest of the town's like, "Yay, caravans are showing up anytime now," and no one realizes what's going on. So it's basically y'all and Brock and a couple of the elders in town know what's going on. So with that, we go to lunch. They bring out more rabbit stew. It's it's what's for lunch, and they bring it out. They're passing it out, and everyone's kind of communal eating, getting their stew, and of course it's we've gone from elderberry juice in the morning to elderberry meat in the afternoon because that would be completely unsensible.
Right.
So the meat is broken out, and everyone's like, "Yay, the meat is out!" And with that, we have everyone's eating and just kind of enjoying the town at this point. So there anything else you guys want to do while we're in town?
I need to speak with my cousin.
Oh yeah, so your cousin definitely makes his way out for lunch, and as soon as they pour the meat and everything, he's like watching it intently and kind of like testing it compared to what they served the night before to see consistency and everything. He's very, very interested in the meat. So, yes, cousin, how can I help you?
How's the meat research coming there, cousin?
Very good. I just can't put my finger on it. There's something that they're doing in the process. I don't know. What have you been able to find out?
That we need more silver. Speaking of which,
I don't think we need silver. I just think, oh, jump that other thing. That's not our problem.
well, I'd at least like to help these townspeople. I can give you some gold in exchange.
Gold for silver.
You know the fair trade, cousin?
That's a fair trade. Yes, a 1-to-1.
No, cousin. You must think I'm silly.
Look, you're out on some side adventure. We're here for a very specific purpose. Let the gnomes deal with that. Besides, that Fink fellow's probably got it in hand.
That Fink fellow's an absolute pillock.
That may be true, but they believe in him.
He's... cousin, you disappoint me so.
Anyway, so yes, have you had any luck with the mead? I believe we maybe need to talk to the Humble Bumbles next. I haven't talked to them yet, but I gotta figure out how they're mixing this.
Go do your meat research, cousin.
No, if you want to trade gold for silver, I will absolutely help you with that. I don't have a lot of silver, but I like this gold one-on-one for silver business. That's something you and I can work
Cousin,
on.
I'll have you a beer if you keep saying these silly questions.
Just go. We'll be out of here soon, and they can worry about their wolves and their wares and whatever else.
My cousin's pissing me off.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the
That's
first
what I was
time.
gonna say. Beat me to it. Wouldn't be the first time.
All right, so he's meandering about town.
Always concerned with his ales.
What about you, the other dwarf?
Randor.
Randor.
I'm still kind of questioning what that whole thing was back there. with
Yeah, it's a
the-
little confusing.
Do I know anything about what just happened? Just I saw a girl.
Yeah, you saw a girl, and now that you put it together, you didn't think about at the time that that was a dwarven child. And you didn't notice it at first. You're like, wait a minute. Like, at the moment, you just didn't think about it. But yeah, that was a dwarven child in a gnome village.
I'm gonna go talk to the mayor and see
Yeah.
if he knows anything about
Okay.
it.
All right, so you go up to the mayor, and Gravel is actually hanging out now with old Frug, and they're going over some things. And he goes, Master Dwarf, what can I do for you?
Oi, did you guys used to have a dwarven household over there?
Oh, I didn't. I don't know. It was before we were here. We've only been here about 30 years or so. We came down from the mountains. I don't know if you heard. We came down from the Nether Mountains. My father, the great Gravel. And you see, they've got like a statue in the middle of town of his father who brought down.
Is it made of silver?
No, it's not. It's kind of it's like a wood rock thing,
Yeah.
and you look at it and it is definitely done like.
I put this together in 30 years.
No. It's not dwarven made. There's not love in the craftsmanship, but because it's gnomish, the arms move with the wind. So there's that. So they've got like an animatronic thing going on. So it moves, whereas it's just not made in the way that you would have. It's not dwarven. There's no love in it. So they were more about the ingenuity of getting the thing to move than actually making it look like it would last.
So is there anybody here that's been long enough to document that?
Frug. He's one of the originals. And I believe one of the Humble Bumbles as well, but she's nuts. But no, Frug, he'd be the one to talk to.
Alright, I'll go have a word with him.
No, he's right here!
Oh.
And he's got the big horn up. He's just, what did you say? What would you like to say, sir?
I don't know how to say this, but
Well, spit it out!
I just found a dwarven girl, and she just disappeared.
Not in this town. There's no dwarves here except for you two and that other one. There's only 3 here.
But
Unless there's another caravan show up. We haven't seen any caravans yet.
she pointed me to an old not really abandoned, broken down house.
Oh, broken. Oh, yes. That was here when we got here. Yes. In fact, we repurposed some of the wood for some of the original buildings here. Yes. Well, no, not for the statue. That's something else. But yes, there was a bunch of wooden planks there. They were perfectly good. So we went ahead and used them for some of the cross beams in the Great Hall.
Did you might have find anything in the house?
Oh, just some stones and rocks, and it saved us from chopping down some trees and things just to be able to use the wood that was already here. Now, it wasn't quite disarray. It like they just abandoned it.
Well, guess I'll go talk to the nutcase.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, yes, if you want to go talk to, let me see, Humble Bumble. Yes. Cockabee Humble Bumble.
I'll go talk to Cockabee.
Cockabee, yes. Yes, she's quite mad. Quite mad. Okay, so you go over to the far side of town, and there's the Humble Bumble states. It's this hut's like dug into the ground more. It's almost like like half cave, half. It's like half of it's cave and half of it's like a hut. They kind of built into the
So a
ground.
hobbit hole.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a good way to purpose things.
Yeah. So you go in and you see a bunch of the other gnomes, and these gnomes are definitely dressed a little bit different than the rest. As you see the Humble Bumbles, they have more of like a naturistic, No. It's more like they like their capes would have like grass and stuff on it and stuff like sewn into it.
Oh no. I said oh no.
Yeah. So you walk in and now the Humble Bumbles. Now one thing that you remember from last time that you were here is that they're generally the ones that do a lot of the storytelling in town, like and a lot of the education for the younger gnomes. So they're educators.
Doing award.
Anyway, so you walk up and you see a couple of gnomes sitting out front. They wave at you. Oh, hi! Are you in with one of the caravans?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm here to find out some information.
Information. What would you like? You should see Gravel or all through.
Oh no, they recommended me come to you guys.
Oh, not to me. Oh. You want to talk to Cockabee?
Yes.
Good luck. Here's some meat for you. Enjoy that. Hey, Cockabee! And you see all this old lady going, yes! And she's got like these giant glasses on that make her eyes look even bigger with every blink. He goes, yes, what is it? He goes, oh, there's a dwarf out here to see you. There be no dwarves here. No, ma'am, there isn't. She walks up and goes, oh, yes, honey, what are you doing here?
Did you, do you know about this land maybe about 50, 60 years ago?
Oh, no, that was before we were here. That was when the fur trappers were here then that time. That was before we were here. What can I do for you?
I found a wee girl, maybe a dwarfing girl. She pointed me to an old rundown building, maybe some ruins of some type.
Oh, yes. Brida, you met Brida.
I guess I did.
Oh, yes. Look, blonde hair.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yes.
Brida, she's I didn't know she was around. It's early in the year for Brida to be visiting.
I guess.
Oh, well, good, sir. Are you keen to seeing Ghost?
I guess now I am.
Oh, yes. See, she looks over and says, "I told you I'm not crazy." And they're like, they slowly back out of the room,
It's like, oh great, there's two of them now.
Rita, yes. She's the one that told me all about the fur traders that were here.
Might have she told you anything else?
Oh, yes. The rumor is that they were run off by devils. Yes, devils.
Any specific description of the devils?
Oh, beady eyes and teeth and
Bunch of fur?
No fur. It's more devils. Like reptilian devils. Like yes, devils. She always said that they would come out at night only.
At least I have danger sense.
Yes. The devils. Believe they ran them off. The dwarves that were here. She said there was they weren't all fur traders. Yes, that's it. The men were fur traders, but the dwarves, they were looking for something else. There was a mine here. Yes, a mine.
Dinky ho! Might I know anything? Like, can I like make a? Is there any path? There's any path to the mine?
Oh no, I don't know. I just know it was on the other side of the creek, outside the wood, across the way, past the Silver Marches. Or was it in the Silver Marches? Anyway, it's in that direction. That's all I know. She pointed in that direction.
Do you know any way of maybe calling her?
Oh no, she kind of comes and goes as she pleases. But if it's a mine you're looking for, you dwarves can smell that thing out, can't you? That's what I always heard.
What a racist.
Racist.
I think that's good information for me right
Oh
now.
yes, Rita, yes. Yes, she's quite mischievous too. Are you missing anything?
I'll look around. Am I?
She likes to take things and move things around and play tricks on people. And everyone here says I'm crazy, but no, I've seen her do it.
Am I missing anything? Roll perception.
Yeah.
Okay. 18. With 220.
Everything seems to be in order. Yeah, everything seems.
Except
to
my
be.
wits, apparently.
Right.
Alright, well, I'll slip her a gold piece for the information.
Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you. Do enjoy the mead.
Oh, yes.
Good day to
As in,
you,
like,
sir.
sit
Alright, so while he's having that conversation, I guess you come back. Now, Dane, were you there with him with this, or?
I had been talking to my cousin, but
Okay, so you were with the cousin. He went
yeah,
out and did that.
I think that's probably fair. Yeah.
All right, so y'all came back. So now y'all are back in town. Y'all can kind of share the information.
boys are back in town.
So y'all are, finishing up lunch. Y'all kind of done a little bit of investigation in town. What do y'all want to do now? Any?
Can I remember anyone in town that might have some Silver family heirlooms?
Well, the lady at the Great Hall, her silverware.
Yeah. Ulo's got some
How
silverware.
much silverware?
A little bit.
Was that a part of what was already offered for the one or
You
two
don't
small
really
ones?
know
Okay.
what they're counting
So
on.
he's told me about the
Yeah,
nine.
y'all have shared information.
Okay. I'm
I can smell it.
curious.
Did you
if I
happen to
made it
ask
from
what
mine.
manner of mine the dwarves were looking for?
No, I did not. She just said a mine.
But what was the name of the? What was the name of the area?
Silver.
Silver Marches. That's the whole area that you're in.
Yeah.
The whole
Silver
area is the
Marches.
Silver Marches.
No.
Must be a silver mine.
It'd be far too convenient, wouldn't it?
Oh, way too convenient.
May I use my feminine wiles to get his cousin drunk and then steal his silver?
You absolutely could. Yeah. That would be pretty easy, actually. So while y'all are having this conversation, she's getting to know your uncle, or cousin. And,
Hello,
yeah,
handsome.
yeah, so just...
Can I roll a perception check to see if I see her doing it? The stealing part?
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Roll deception for me.
Not that I'm trying to stop it from
So
happening.
this is you rolling the deception
Okay.
against Aldrich.
Oh no, it's a 7.
Alright, so you're sitting there drinking, and he's like, "Look, lassie, I'm gonna have a lot more of these before I get to the halfling. No purpose, no offense. I'm just saying, you're not quite my type. I need a big, strapping woman with broad shoulders, if you catch my gift."
I understand.
Go along, have fun.
Can I give him some more booze?
Right. He'll take
I
it.
will be attractive at one point.
At one point, right. We just gotta get more into it. Okay.
Good luck with the door.
Alright, so you kind of see this, and you see your cousin once again just, face palm this guy that you somehow are blood related to. Okay.
I guess I'd like to talk to the mayor and see if he's talked to Dink yet.
Huh?
Has he talked to Dink?
Fink?
Fink.
Yes. Yes.
Whatever his name is. That
Yes.
guy.
Yes, so he has talked to Fink, and at this point now you walk up and he's with Fink.
Oh.
He's like, "Well, I let Fink in on what's going on, and Fink is very, very..." And Fink goes, No, good sir, I will tell him. I will stay here and protect this village while you go out and do what you need to do to atone yourselves for your actions, or whatever it is you need to do. But I will stay here and protect the women and their virtue.
But Fink, surely a great warrior such as yourself could defeat
Needs to stay here and
could
defend
defeat
the
a
town.
werewolf
No, I
single-handedly.
must defend the town.
You fought dragons, have you not?
I have, of course.
Then what's one tiny werewolf?
I know, but it's best to defend
Oh.
and to go out. What if I went out to find him and he got around and flanked the town while I wasn't here? What about that? No, my best
I
place
hadn't
is
thought
right
of
here.
that.
Plus, I need to protect your friend.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
Of
yes.
course.
So you take those dwarves. They're good at dwarving. I'll stay here and do what I'm good at: defending women and
Their
children.
virtue.
And with that, Gravel's like, oh, thank you, Fink. We're so fortunate that you're here to defend our town. Yes. And then he does look up and goes, now, I need to have a word with those boondiggles. I have an idea that may help with the defense of this town. And he's looking over and he's like, yes, we should mount the ballista. Yes, we should. And with that, he turns and his feather, like, gets a duck from his feathers. He walks over to find Ribbles.
Ah, what a moron. Alright, so we've learned of a possible mine just outside of town.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that. Yes.
Would it happen to be a silver mine?
I don't believe so, but wait, mine. Old Frug. And Frug goes, yes. And he walks up. Well, what can I do for you? And Gravel goes, what's this about a mine on the outside of town? It was mine? Oh, no, you don't know that. That cave is haunted. We scouted it originally when we got here. It is quite haunted. You can hear, like, this echoing, like, whistle coming out. It's an unholy place. I bet the devils live there. I wouldn't go near there. No, I don't believe it's a mine. I believe it's a cave.
But what if it holds the secret to your town's salvation?
I think you should take the dwarves. They're good at those types of things.
Yes, they are quite good at dwarving.
This town is racist.
I believe, yes. And yes, that's possible. But there was a mine. I believe it's haunted. Very haunted.
Well,
We wouldn't go in it.
perhaps it will be worth our time to investigate. It may lead
It's
us.
only a few days away. It's a
Oh,
couple days that direction. I could draw you a map. It's pretty easy to find.
Yes, please.
Yes. I'll get with that.
Yes.
And he starts like hobbling over, to start drawing you a map of where this cave is.
Cool.
Days.
2 days.
okay, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Yeah.
Could be a lot worse. It could be a werewolf in a few
All right,
weeks.
so a few minutes later, he comes back with a parchment and he lays it down, and you have this map of where.
It might be.
Yeah, it's you've traveled this area. You kind of know the general direction he's pointing you into.
Mhm.
It's not the best map. Cartography, not his strength,
Right.
but you kind of get the gist of what
Okay.
he's saying.
Well, thank you, sir. We will definitely use this, and hopefully it will help.
Yes. Good luck, good sir.
Guess
And
we're going to find the mine.
yes, it's more of a cave, but you dwarves would know all about that. I'm sure you can find all types of riches and things in there that you can bring back and trade to us.
Aye.
Yes. And with that, Gravel's like, well, good. You go on ahead and
Do your dwarf thing.
do your thing. And fortunately, we have the mighty Fink here to protect us while you're gone.
Indeed.
Aye. Good luck with that.
All right. So with that,
Nope.
all right.
Suit up and head to the mine.
All right. So you guys are getting ready to go to the mine.
Swing by my mom's shop.
Okay. Yes.
Hi, Mom. I'm gonna be gone for a couple days. Bye.
Oh,
Turn around and walk.
All right. And she's getting together now. Are y'all following him over there? Okay. So y'all walk over there, and she's getting her shop ready and everything. And you look up, and the name of her store is Hot Tonic. I've been sitting on that one for a couple weeks. So Hot Tonic is the name of her shop. She goes, oh, well, have fun. Wait, where are you going?
I wasn't waiting for a response. I'm
Oh.
gone.
He got that from his father's side. He's a true boondoggle. So, Gulliver, good sir, what can I do for you?
No, I was just coming over here with Nod to tell you that he will be in very good hands.
Oh,
We will watch out for him.
good. To see that he does.
Yes.
Yes.
The boy, he's quite capable.
That is definitely a word for it. It is a word.
Yes.
Yes. So go,
Not
go.
the word.
Y'all have fun. Whatever it is y'all are up to, keep out of trouble.
Will do.
Best of luck, sir. And he looks at you and says, "Here, take this with you." And she hands you a vial of liquid. It's
Okay.
moss juice.
Ooh, moss juice.
Yes, take that with you. If he gets hurt or anything happens, just pour that or have him drink it or sprinkle it over his head. It's all about the same.
Will do.
Okay.
Keep that
Apply
on.
directly to wound.
Yes. Okay, well, y'all have fun. And she gets back to it.
You too.
Anything else y'all want to do before we leave town?
I'll let my cousin know.
Okay.
He's not shocked.
Whatever, just be back in the next few days. I want to get out of here before whatever happens.
Have you mentioned that there's a dwarf that might turn into a werewolf to him?
You
might try that.
The one, the one that led you guys down here.
Right. You might have, that's a good argument.
Alright, so you
Okay.
guys are going to go out for a couple days. Y'all start heading out in that direction.
He'd leave then, more than likely.
right.
He'd just pack up and be like,
Now, did you tell your now when he leaves? He's like, did you tell your cousin at all, or?
yeah, Ida, we're going to go find a mine of some sorts, cousin.
Ooh, a mine. There's a mine around here.
Aye.
That is interesting. Why don't you take the cart and the pony, and that way you can carry more things back.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes. You should carry more back in your adventures.
Aye, cousin. And then you can buy your stupid recipe.
Yes, exactly. So I will stay here and work on that, and you go
I just
plunder.
went like Spanish or Italian. I don't know what's going
Whatever.
on.
It's
Wee wee.
pick an accent and go with it. All right. So
It's
we
easier
are.
rolling.
It's
It
early
really
in the
is.
campaign. We're still trying to find our voices. All right. So we move on.
Sign
So
it.
y'all got. So now y'all can take the pony and the
On
cart.
the cart.
Yeah. So you
Now we can move more than 25 feet.
Yes. So
Is it fair to say we can all fit in the cart?
yes, absolutely. So everyone can fit in the cart and ride.
Who would have thought of that?
Right. So it's a good thing about having small characters. Very compact.
Yes.
You know, everyone's like, I'm allowed 2 carry-on items. These are my halflings. Alright,
Whenever I say cousin, I automatically think GTA 4.
right.
Cousin, would you like to go bowling?
Alright, so with that, you guys are leaving the town. And again, as you're leaving town, you just look and you're just shocked. There is nobody on guard at all. Like, y'all just come and go as you please. There's no fence.
No, that's not fair to say.
Nothing.
We got Flint guarding the woman's virtue.
Fink.
Fink.
Well, Fink has a very close circumference of what he's guarding. It's very
The woman's virtue.
right. So alright, so y'all say goodbye to Cade, who's still a little worse for the wear. Pock is as well, and Brock is also watching over him, and he's like, "Dude, whatever you're gonna do, man, hurry! I'm worried about my boy." So you guys do your thing, all right?
We'll do what we can. We'll be
All right,
back soon.
I'll be here watching guard, and you guys better hurry back. Counting on you, man. And with that, you guys head on. Y'all are able to get across the creek and outside the wood by the edge of the wood by nightfall. Now, at this point, y'all want to cross. You're at the edge of the wood. Now you're going to basically get into like the tundra, the open air. Do y'all want to try to move through that at night, or do y'all want to stay here and hit that during the day?
I feel like moving through the open space at night is a terrible idea.
That is a very terrible idea.
Okay.
So let's stay.
Let's stay. All right. So camping at the edge of the Arn Wood at night. We'll do 3 watches, first, second, third. Who's up? Who's gonna do watches?
I'll do first watch.
First watch.
Well, who wants to do third though?
I'll do third.
I'll do second. Then.
All right. So we're gonna go dwarf, halfling, dwarf for the watches. Okay. All right. So you guys, first watch. You're up at night and you're looking around and you're just enjoying the night air, and it is cold. It is really cold. Like, it's colder now than it was when you came down and we're getting into spring. Like, it's getting really cold. Like, you're having to really bundle up.
Wow, must be a day in Georgia.
Right. It just changes in any moment. Your watch goes without incident, except for the fact that it's just really stinking cold. Who's got second watch?
I'll take it.
All right. So Gulliver, you wake up, and as you get up, you're just kind of looking around. And you look at the cart, and there's like frost on the cart, and you immediately look and say, "It is really cold." And there's this breeze that keeps coming in.
I'll put some more logs on the fire.
Right. So put some logs on fire, keep it warm. But yeah, it's cold. It's cold through the night. And you look over, and everyone is shivering except for Layla. She's like cuddled up in her little bunny rabbit cloak, just loving life. And
Feels
she's the
pretty
one that's
good.
sleeping the best. Everyone else is like, "Oh man, this is ridiculously cold." And she's fine.
It's fine. We're fine.
We're all good. We're fine. Go through the night without a problem. You're good. Go back to get some sleep. Dane gets up for his watch. You get up again. It's obvious the temperature is just dropping like crazy. There's a pretty steady breeze coming from the south, which is odd.
It's summertime, right?
It's coming into spring.
Okay.
It's coming into spring. Like the festival kicks off spring.
Gotcha.
So and temperatures were already warming up. There was already some snow melting. It was like we're beginning to thaw, and now temperatures have dropped again, and the wind is not coming from the east; it's coming from the south, which is odd.
That is
It's a little
weird.
odd. It's a little odd.
Are we heading north of the town or south of the town?
South.
Okay.
We're heading back towards another.
So we're heading
mountains.
into the wind.
Yeah, heading into the wind towards another mountains.
Alright.
The foothills. Yes.
Danger sense, uncanny sense of when things nearby are as they should be.
Well, you're asleep,
Yeah.
so.
I'm just saying that as we get
Right. I got you. But that's also more of a reactionary to.
Okay.
That's more of a don't get hit by this trap.
Yeah, don't get by a trap or dodge this fireball.
Right.
So.
Good luck with that one.
Right. Now, during your watch at night, you get up. Give me, what's your passive perception?
13.
Give me a perception check.
Be good to me. Yes. 21.
21. Alright, so you're sitting there, and as that wind kicks through, you're like, and you smell something very familiar, faint on the wind, but very familiar.
Orc.
Pork.
It's
You
a
smell
mine.
pork. It's a very distinct foul smell that you know. And it's you can tell with the wind that it's far and it's faint, but you definitely got a whiff of it. So what do you want to do?
I kick my other dwarven comrade.
Okay. You get up, and as soon as he kicks you, you take.
Aye, Brando, give the wind a wee smell.
Roll. It's cold. It's just
I smell cold.
yeah. That's no cold.
Aye,
My
what kind of dwarf are
my
you?
nostrils are just like icicles.
They're all frozen. His beard is frozen into his nostrils. Yeah, it's like it just smells cold.
I smack him in the face, not like hard.
Right.
Just, aye, what kind of dwarf are you?
Oh no.
There's
no.
orc on the wind.
Oh what?
Orc, you stupid dwarf.
Cork?
Oh, you.
All right. So with that, you guys, the camp starts to stir in the wee hours of the morning. I mean, sun's gonna come up in like an hour.
We're trying to sleep.
Throw one of my ice nostril sticks at you.
Gross. All right.
I
So,
and my companions, there's orc on the wind.
Orc. That's no good.
No bueno.
Well, let's pack up and get moving.
Everybody into the car.
Everyone's just kind of standing around. Let's go.
Alright, so y'all break camp. It's faint and it's far, but because the wind is blowing, it's basically picking something up and carrying.
Is it the direction we're going?
Yeah.
Onward to danger.
Okay, so y'all pack up the
Aye.
cart. Anything y'all want to do?
Yes. I want to cast Prestidigitation on myself and Gulliver, heating up 1 cubic feet of our clothing.
Oh, good. How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Fresh
And I
out of
can
the
just keep
dryer,
going.
man. That's awesome. Thank you.
Get some dryer fresh.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all got like heating pads you got in your pockets or something. All right, so y'all get back on the cart, and the pony keeps pushing on through the snow. Who's driving the cart? I guess that would be Dane, who proved himself on the hog ride, didn't you? Yeah. So all right, so Dane's driving the cart. You're up front. Give me a perception check as you guys are a couple hours away now.
Yikes.
13.
13. You just you guys keep going. That wind is just pushing towards you, and it seems to be getting like as you travel, it seems to be getting a bit worse. It's pretty consistent.
Going by the terrible map that we got, about how far are we from the
It's only a couple of miles.
Okay.
But you know, you might be able to push through and get there in the middle of the night if you push, or y'all can take your time. But it's only a few miles. It shouldn't take 2 days. So,
But we're all small.
We have a cart.
It's a small world after all.
It's not a dwarf horse.
that is true. That's true. So you're going a little bit faster, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, it's a pony. So.
I know.
So, wait, we have to camp another night before we get there?
Well, it depends. If y'all can camp, or y'all can push through and get there late at night. If it's accurate.
Let's say we camp and try and get there like in the morning.
Give me a
Even.
survival check.
17.
Alright, not a problem. Yeah, you're dead on with the map. You know, he gave you a couple of landmarks to hit, and you're catching it. Even though there's a wind and there seems to be like a fog that's settling in,
Oh, no.
you're pushing through it and you're able to find your way without a problem. So y'all get to the foothills, and at this point,
Can I make a perception check on the orcs again?
yeah, you want to try making this
Yeah.
check? Okay.
19.
Okay, not smelling it now. Not smelling it now. You haven't smelled it since that morning. Like I said, it was faint.
I have a bad feeling about that.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do?
So, we're not at the mine yet, but we could push on to it.
Mhm.
By my reckoning on the map here, I'm not far from the mine. But I don't like traveling in the mountains at night. At least not with this many halflings and a gnome.
Speak up just a little bit. All right. So the decision is going to be: do y'all want to camp or push through? So what's the decision?
I vote camp.
I vote to camp.
Camp.
Yep.
Camp it is.
We'll be fine,
Watch
I guess.
again.
Snozy.
Same.
I'll take watch first this time.
You gonna let the child go on watch?
I will
No.
stay up with him.
I am his parental guardian.
You're doing so good.
All right. So Gulliver
Good
and
stuff.
Nottingham will take first
You
watch.
go
Second watch
I'll go
is.
last. You go second.
I'll do
Okay,
it.
I'll,
I'll do it.
Okay, sure. We have Layla's gonna take second, and
Take
then
second,
final.
third.
alright, I'll take second with
All right,
him.
so you go
So-
2, and then you
Yeah.
last
I'm not gonna be paying a ton of attention, but I'm gonna ask, hey Goggins, can you keep an eye out? Just let me know if you smell anything.
So you're just staying up.
Yeah, I'm stayed up working on illusions. Gulliver's up, and Goggins is keeping an eye out.
Oh, Goggins, I got
Yeah.
you. I forgot the weasel.
Yep.
The weasel. All right, so you're studying up. Okay, that's fair. All right, so you got. That's funny. All right, so give me a perception check with advantage for the weasel.
Okay.
Oh, I should have said no fire.
Guys, don't. It's too cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, I know. Fire.
I'll be 18.
18. Okay. Throughout the watch, your Goggins keeps like sniffing the air, and you know he keeps kind of like looking towards the south, and comes back to you, and like his nose is twitching, like he smells something.
Okay. Anything close, boy?
He just keeps sniffing and kind of keeps pointing towards the south.
Okay. Just let me know if anything gets closer.
He's just doing what weasels do, sniffing.
Okay.
And he did his job. He let you know he smelled something. All right. So that's y'all do anything?
Nope,
Good. All
let's,
right. So first watch goes. Second watch, you two.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you wake up. Give me a Constitution check.
Oh boy.
No.
No.
Okay. So y'all get up for your watch.
Was it a saving throw or just
What's your Constitution?
mine's a +6 for saving throw and +4 for
No. Okay. All right. So y'all are during your second watch. Y'all get up. You're all cuddled up, and you're kind of sitting by the fire, and you look over, and he's sitting up, but he's quite asleep. So
I'm frozen up.
he's just like he's asleep. Give me a quick perception check.
Oh god. Oh, okay. It's 6.
6, and you're just sitting here listening to this cacophony of dwarven snoring between Dane and Randall, and you're sitting there, and then you're kind of like conducting, you know, like here's that one, here comes this one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the night. All right. So third watch, Dane, you wake up. You notice that she's on watch. He's not. He's just sitting there, hunched over asleep.
What a poor excuse.
Yeah,
of the
give me
dwarf.
a perception check.
Nope.
Nope. What is it?
8.
8. Yep. All right. So you get
Does
up.
the passive help there at all?
No. So you get up in the night, and it's just really cold. And as much as you want to put that fire out, you're like, it's really cold. Like even as you're sitting there watching the fire, like on the extremity of the wood, there's frost settling in.
Oh my
like
God.
not that far from the fire itself. I mean, it's really cold.
How's that bunny rabbit thing holding
She's
up?
fine. She's totally
I'm
fine.
fine.
I mean, she's cool. All right, so you guys get through the night. Everybody, give me a Constitution check.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
19.
22.
wait.
Y'all are good.
Hold on.
So,
11.
11.
Okay.
No, you're not. You're Lily, you're fine.
Oh,
All right, so
damn it. It's like-
You're fine.
yeah.
I know, but I rolled like a 31.
Oh.
All right, so y'all wake up the next morning, and Gulliver and Nottingham both, y'all are just really cold. I mean, you just like you didn't sleep well. You're kind of like nasally, just feeling sickish because it's so stinking cold.
Okay.
So
I'll try in vain to prestidigitation
you
us warm
can,
again.
you can. So y'all gonna have floating disadvantage on something that I choose.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You just feel sick. You just feel sick. All right. All right. So
What if we whip a torch out and for them to hold during the day?
yeah, I mean, y'all are gonna want. It's just y'all are feeling sick
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you just got
Too
too
late.
cold last night.
Yep.
All right. So the next morning, you get up and the sun is up, but it's just dark because of how foggy it is. You follow the map. Give me a survival check.
Survival 13.
13. All right. So you're following the map, and then it takes you a little bit longer than you thought it would. You kind of meander around the woods a little bit, and so you finally reach some type of a cave entrance. And as soon as you get up, y'all all hear it at the same time. Y'all hear some type of whistling coming from the cave. Like
It's not wind.
there is wind coming, but you hear like a whistle, like
Was
that's
it?
one way to explain it.
Is it like a little girl whistle?
No, it's not like a little girl whistle or anything. You just hear like a whistle, like a
Is it steady,
or
or is it someone like whistling a tune?
no, it's multiple. Like as it's coming out, you hear like 3 or 4 different tunes coming out of the cave.
Okay. But is it steady? Like it could be like wind passing through a crevasse?
Yes.
Okay.
It is steady.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it is steady. Also, at the front of the cave, there's like, as you can see, it's covered by a lot of brush, and
Okay.
there's these like purple flowers growing out of it.
Elderflowers?
Huh?
Like elderberry?
It's something similar that you saw in town. Yeah, so
Okay.
you've seen this plant. You've seen them in the Yarnwood. You didn't realize they grew outside of that, but yeah, they're here as well.
Can I make a check see if I see any dwarven work around the cave entrance at all?
Yeah, you can, and with advantage on that.
What am I at? You said strength
No,
earlier?
it's,
Or
It'd
It's
be
not-
investigation,
it's
right?
investigation.
investigation? 14.
14. It's pretty obvious as you're looking at it. You can see there's some stonework gone into this cave. It looks natural, but it's not. You can just kind of tell by looking at it.
The craftsmanship of the dwarves.
Anything else?
No, I'd rather get into the cave where it's not cold.
Yes.
I'm worried about the horse or pony.
Tie it up.
Is it big enough to fit in the cave?
No.
Oh,
No. But there's some trees. Y'all could hide the cart if you wanted to.
put some brush
I'm
on
more worried about the horse or pony, as you will.
Right. What do you want to do?
tie the horse up and go in the cave.
Okay, alright, so y'all start tying up the horse, try to hide it the best you can, and y'all enter the cave. Constitution save with disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled.
Can't get
7.
much worse than that.
Me 10. Stone cutting is intelligence history.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
I got rolled a
Thank you.
7, 11.
Okay, alright, as soon as you...
Is that you said saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's
13.
Constitution. 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you, as y'all are pushing through, into the cave and going through that brush, the brush for some reason when it hits your skin, you're just like, it kind of burns you a little bit. Just kind of like, ugh. And well, he's not wearing as many clothes as y'all.
Right.
So he walks through and says, ugh. And it
Nasty
irritates
rash.
your skin. Yeah,
Watch
get a little
out.
bit of a rash. A little bit of a rash.
Is it like noticeable, like it's red, or is it? Just
Yeah, like
Okay.
it hurt. It's almost like a burn before you hit it.
All right. Nobody touch the bushes. You might get the rash.
Okay.
What's
I'm
in it?
like,
You're the one not wearing a shirt in the cold. So he's got like
I've been fine for now.
I've been fine for now. Shake it off.
Would I
Okay.
be able to cast Mage Hand to pick some of it and put it in my bag without touching it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that as much as I can get in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. You get some of it put in the bag. I mean, you're familiar with this. It's planted around your town.
Okay, do I know the name of it?
Y'all just call it elder plant, but that's
Elder
probably
plant?
not the
Okay.
right name.
Oh, right.
That's what the boondiggles call it. We rename everything.
Got it.
It's a boondoggle plant.
Now, is this plant known for giving you rashes
No.
whenever you work with it? I just find it odd that the one of us who got bit by the werewolf is having such a strong reaction to this plant.
That's why I'd like to take some back to town to test a theory I've got.
Alright. You guys enter the cave. Now it's about 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall. Pretty big cave.
Okay.
So who's up front? Dwarves! they're in their element.
Literally.
Alright, so our dwarven friends are leading the way into the cave, and
You guys have torches.
I was just gonna say,
that's
I'm gonna look over. Golly, you having a little bit of trouble seeing?
Always.
Dancing lights.
and what does that do for me? Explain.
So 40 feet in front of us,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make one light.
Okay.
Another 20 feet past that, another light.
Okay.
And then 2 more lights.
Okay.
It's got 120 foot range, but
Oh,
they
so you
need to
just,
be
you
within
just light
20
up
feet
the,
of each
okay,
other.
so alright, so you light up the cave.
And you can move the orbs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
How long does it last?
It is concentration up to a minute, bonus action to move them up
And
to
then
60 feet
it's
within
a
range.
cantrip,
But
so
yeah,
you don't-
cantrip.
Alright, so you light up the cave. The dwarves up front, as soon as you guys get in the cave and everything lights up, you look up and you see what looks to be like wind chimes have been hung up in the top of this cave.
That'll explain it.
And then you're like, okay, and they're pretty high up, but you can see it looks like a whole series of wind chimes.
Are they dwarven?
No, they're definitely not dwarven.
Can we tell what they're made of?
Wood,
Wood?
They're cut out of wood.
Alright.
Very
Wood
odd.
wind chimes.
Come back to that.
Can I make like a history check on that to see what it is? Just any idea, or like who made them?
Yeah, I'll give you a history check to kind of look at it.
Straight up, 17.
You look at it. They are very poorly made. Just as far as the craftsmanship goes, like it's whoever made this just
I'm more concerned about what they're being like, how they were hung, because that would
string,
string.
like vine, like something you
Very
make out
little
of-
craftsmanship.
Very low craftsmanship. Yeah, low tech. We're going really low tech. They look like they've been there for a while. So. Y'all go into the cave. You're not that far into the cave, and the further you get in, you can start seeing more and more how this is the beginning of a mine. You can kind of see some of the handiwork. You actually see like some broken picks. Some tools are kind of strewn about, and you're not that far up before you see stone stairs going down. Now you could continue going into the cave, but you see actual stonework staircase going down into a different passage. So do y'all want to take the stairs, or do y'all want to keep going through the cave?
Are the stairs dwarven?
Let's check the stairs
Stairs.
first.
Yeah, you go upstairs. Okay. All right. So, and you guys are leading first. All right. All right, so you go down the stairs, and that is where we will take our first break. So, all right, we'll be back. Give us about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and see what happens to our adventure tonight. have made their way into the haunted mine, which may have just been wind chimes. I don't know. So we are about to switch cameras so we can see the map. So we're going to kind of go back and forth a little bit, but a lot of what you're going to see is going to be the map, and this is something that was loaned to us from Meeple Madness. So again, thank you so much to Meeple Madness. Brazelton, Georgia, you got to check these guys out. They're awesome. So now we're going to switch and see what our players have stumbled into tonight. And there we go. All right, so now we see they have stumbled themselves into a dwarven mine, a haunted cave, or not so haunted. As they make their way through, our dwarves are leading the charge. And Dane, what are you going to do as you enter into the cave?
Perception check.
Very good, perception check. All right, so give me a quick perception roll.
14.
I'll be right behind him.
Yeah, that's fine. Y'all are up front. It's not a problem. Give us a check and see.
Nope.
All right. You guys are just
Don't
walking.
roll those dice.
Y'all are looking at the dwarven stonework. You can kind of tell the age of how long this has been. It's probably been, it's under 100 years, maybe 80. You know, it's good. Whoever crafted this cave knew what they were doing. Obviously mountain dwarves. And you guys, you keep walking. You don't hear anything, smell anything else. You're just kind of looking at this awesome stonework. It's pretty awesome as you guys are walking through. You turn a corner. Yeah, so go ahead and turn the corner, and I'm gonna dress up the scene just a little bit as you walk in. You guys,
One more in there.
That's a little razzle dazzle.
yeah. So I'm gonna scoot by right here. All right. So as you walk into the room, your dwarves have dark vision, and y'all see some
Spoilers.
you see there's a table in here. There's some crates. You've got a couple of barrels right in front of you here and here.
Barrel must be for the mead.
Right? And you've got another box like stacked up here. And you do see a door in the back. And the room is just filled with just trash. It looks like whoever's living here just made a wreck of the place. There's some supplies here.
And people are still living here?
You can't tell as you walk in. You just see trash and like.
Is there dust on the floor? Like, are there
Yeah, can I like put
footprints?
my fingers like on the table and
Alright, so as soon as you walk up to the table, you hear a barking sound, and this guy jumps up and goes, "No!" As a bunch of kobolds have jumped out.
No! More small people.
More. How small can we go?
Kobolds.
My theory is that kobolds are the actual devils of the Ironwood.
All right, so y'all have marched yourselves
They're
in.
gnomes after all.
We had got the halflings in the back, our gnome friend in the back as well. You walked all the way up, and at this point, this guy jumps up. There's a couple behind the barrel here that's probably gonna be hard to see. There's two there. There's another couple back here. And just got a whole bunch of these guys are just kind of hiding. It's like they knew y'all were coming.
Almost as if we had some loud ass dwarves.
As long as you had some loud dwarves. Alright, so at that point I need everyone to roll initiative. And let's help me fly through this thing super quick.
Pete's sake. Bro, I didn't do much better. This thing was sitting like this and then it tilted.
Alright, real quick here. Where's
I rolled not good.
I rolled a one.
DM without a pencil is a scary thing. Alright.
Did you roll a 1 too?
Alright, so let's go around the corner. So Randor, what do you have?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, 1! Dane.
3.
Oh no!
8?
Hey,
This is gonna be over real quick.
not again. 8. Layla.
10.
10. Okay, we're getting higher. Are we gonna follow?
And the winner with 11.
11. All right.
That's unfortunate.
It went around the table. All right, so let me roll for some of my guys here.
Please roll well.
Not 20. Not 20.
They surround you and flank you and stab you.
Game over.
Yep.
Reload?
Uh-oh. It's
Not looking good.
okay. All right, so all of the kobolds will go before y'all.
Is there anyone to rationalize with them?
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Huh?
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. So I'm gonna get up and we're gonna go back to the mat. I'm gonna kind of transition here so I can kind of control the mat as well. All right. So you guys are running over. The first, we're gonna do this in groups. The first group here is these two guys here are gonna run up and start going stabby stab on our dwarf friend, and this guy as well is gonna jump down. So all three of those are gonna go up to Rendor, and they have pack tactics, which is incredible since they're all together. So the first guy walks up. That's going to be. Now your armor is lower now because
Yeah,
you have
16.
no shield. So all right, so that's not 16. So I win that. All right, so you got a D4 for me. All right, so the first one goes up and stabs you for 5. The second guy goes up. He's also gonna stab you for 3. And then the last guy comes up. Now you blocked off that last one, so 2 of them that came behind you get stabs in your back. The guy that you saw that jumped off, you block him off, but you've taken some shiv damage from the back. All right, these 3 up here are gonna run towards and charge the other dwarf. Okay.
Would one of them, because they pass like right behind him,
No.
they get no opportunity attack?
No. All right.
18.
18. All right. So that's an 18. So one of them's gonna hit you. The second one, 16. You're gonna block that one off, and the third one, 17. So all right. So because you've got your shield up in front, you're able to block a couple of them off. One of them does get through, and he is gonna hit you for 3 damage. So they're all basically got little giant spears. They're kind of poking and prodding you. Finally, the last group back here. They jump out, and the first one's gonna go. Is this Layla?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. 22.
Woof.
Woof. All right, so he pulls back a sling and chucks a rock at you. You're gonna take 5. The next one,
It's right in the head.
also taking a slingshot. That's gonna be, ouch. That's an 18. Uh-oh. We got rocks. 5. And now this guy, he jumps to the side here. There's like a little alley here, and he sees you in the back, Mr. Nottingham. And he's gonna throw a firebolt at you. And firebolt, is that D8? I believe it is. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Take 6. Oh. Yes, take 6. Okay. All right. So we've got basically. Y'all quickly figure out there's one caster in the back. All right, and from there we will move on. And now I'm gonna move back to my spot, and let's talk about what you guys are gonna do after the kobolds. So first up, we're gonna have is gonna be Gulliver.
Dwarves, how do you feel about Constitution saves?
All right.
All right. So
I get a
Okay about those?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel alright about that.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Thunderwave.
All right.
DC 14.
All right. So he's gonna run up and hit a thunder wave, which should hit almost everybody.
I got
Just
a
about.
I got a 23.
I don't think it'll hit the it'll hit the roars, but it won't hit these 2.
Okay, so you're fine.
It'll hit me for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
You're the one with the
Did
bow.
you make a con save? No, you didn't. Okay.
Should I go after it?
Wow.
I rolled a 2.
It's up to you. If not, I'm gonna go after that caster.
Okay.
What is it? A DC 14?
Yeah. DC 14.
All right. What happens if I make the save?
If you make it, you take half damage. Damage is 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So half damage would be 5, and then if you didn't make it, you take 11, and you get pushed back 10 feet.
Gotcha.
Do I
Okay.
even need a rage?
My caster made it.
No, it's not. Each of these are 5.
Oh, okay.
All
You're just like
right. And
20 feet away.
then
That's in the way.
group
Can I-
1
can I-
Indeed.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
No,
Second win that
or you can
quickly.
steal with the closer.
All right. All 3 of the ones, and we're gonna switch back. All 3 of the ones that are on Randor failed it. And how much did they take?
11.
And they're pushbacks into
Okay, all
Yeah.
3 of them, their bones snap at the thunder wave, so those 3
Awesome.
are gone. Now the 3 that's on Dane,
Thor.
No. Yeah, the 3 that are on Dane. All 3 of those fail it. All of them get pushed back. Their bodies just go flying. And okay, the group, the 2 with the crossbows or with the slings and the caster in the back, all 3 of those guys in the back have made it. So
Okay.
you did kill 6 of the kobolds with the thunder wave. Not
Paul-
bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Call that a win.
It seems good.
Seems good.
I'll,
Seems good. It's a
I'll
good
spin around and give you a thumbs up and give you a bardic inspiration. So Tanner, you get an extra D6 on a D20 in the next 10 minutes.
All right.
Great.
So with that, we're gonna go to.
I've already lost over half
Gulliver.
my health and I haven't gone yet.
All right.
I think it's me.
Layla.
Yeah.
It is Layla's
All right.
turn.
I'm gonna use my bow to go over the caster.
Okay.
Go after him. Okay, let's see.
So Layla's taking her shot.
15?
What is it?
15?
That is going to hit the caster. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You've got a little alley. The same way he threw that fireball, you can shoot a bow right back at him.
All right, and then 10
10.
for damage.
Okay, so you hit him square in the chest. He's like, "Ah!" And he's like screaming and everything, but he's still up. He's
All
still
right,
up.
cool.
Next we have.
Golly.
Nope.
Now, is that it? You just take your shot. Or you can do anything else? Move around.
No.
You're good. Okay. Stand your ground. Not again.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And sleep. You roll how much hit points that you can put to sleep.
Yep.
And it starts with the lowest HP. Now it affects us too.
No.
He can make it the area hit the door.
I was gonna say
Okay.
it's a pretty small area.
All
You
right,
guys should be
cool.
fine.
But yeah, it starts out with whoever's got the lowest hit points and counts up from there.
Gotcha. Okay. Go for it.
20 feet from where I choose the back corner. You're fine.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
How many hit points?
Okay.
A lot.
Wow. I got 10,
34.
35.
35.
Yeah, I rolled 3 8s and a 7.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And with that, all the remaining kobolds fall asleep.
Yes.
All right.
Amazing.
So you guys, before you guys even got a chance to act, they quickly disabled the kobolds. They all are either dead, or then the 3 in the back fall asleep.
On our way out, can I just crack skulls, please?
Yeah, you're up actually. So the dwarves are up. Y'all just want to go.
On our way out, cracking skulls.
Just cracking skulls. All right. So
Mostly
y'all
out of just
dispatching
the principle
the
of it.
principle of the thing.
It's a little violent, guys,
gonna-
but I mean, it is kobolds, so I can't be too mad.
All right, the dwarves like enough of this kobold business. As you guys are just
Anyone
chomping
have
down
any
on
sort
the
of
kobolds.
healing something?
Huh?
Yeah, can I check the spell?
Yes.
Or we were there? Was it a spell caster?
You're the monster?
Yes.
I'm gonna check
That
his
is
body.
for him.
All right.
Only
Yeah.
him.
You,
Okay.
you search him, and
It's for the child that I've been entrusted to care for.
Shuffle.
all right. So you shuffle the body of the guy that was casting, and you do pull out a small pouch of coins. And he's got another
Is it silver?
pouch. Huh?
Is it silver?
No. He's got 14 copper pieces.
My pennies!
Pennies. And he has another pouch. You look in that, and it's you're not really sure what this is. It's got like some rat bones in it. It's just a mixture of oddities. It's like some bat claws.
Okay, with the side.
Yeah. I don't really know. It's like
Polish.
Might
ominous
come
of
so it is.
sorts.
Okay,
Might
so
come in
while you're
handy
doing that, what
later
else
on.
y'all doing?
Do a perimeter around this room, look for odd things. There's only the one door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Check the supplies.
Yeah, what's in the barrels and boxes and stuff?
Well,
Alright,
What's in the
so
box?
you start going through the supplies. You open up the barrels, and as soon as you open up the barrels, you look in it, and they've got like a lot of meat in the barrels, like it's been like cooked and like prepared.
Mhm.
Some pretty nice meat.
Okay.
Pretty nice meat. There's barrels full of meat. You go
Okay, goes
in.
back to the festival.
Yeah.
Can we tell what animal they're from?
Huh? Yeah, it's a mix. I mean, it's a lot of rabbits, mice, and some big things like some dogs, wolves, things like
Okay.
that. So I mean, they've obviously been
Werewolf.
hunting and collecting that. You open up some of the other crates. You find some of the pelts that match that.
Take those for later.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
was
So while y'all doing, Layla, give me an investigation check.
Let's
investigation
see.
discovery.
Okay, let's see. 21.
21. So while they're all looking at all that stuff, you're like, oh, that's really interesting. You look over and you're kind of looking at the bodies and everything, and you kind of look at the table, and you see like it almost looks like they were celebrating something because they've got like little like party favors and stuff, like streamers, like they
Yeah.
were having some type of party before
Guys.
y'all busted in.
It looks like they were having some kind of party.
Some type of party. You're just like, this is interesting. Like they've got these dessert cakes and stuff that they were making. Like y'all just busted
You
in
got,
on
like,
some type of
Happy
party.
birthday, John, on the side.
Yeah, it's some
It's
type
your
of
birthday.
party. It's the kobolds were celebrating something.
Something dark.
Yeah. So
Well, if kobolds were celebrating, it can't be anything good.
right. It's still really cold in here. It's even though you're inside, it's still really cold. Still
All
cold.
right. Well, let's check that door.
Okay. All right. So you can go up and check the door. It's locked.
Want to use our brutish dwarf strength?
To kick the door down?
Yeah.
Perhaps finesse would be better in this situation.
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing? How do we get past the door?
Want to get help?
Yeah, that's you. That's a lockpick.
Well, we haven't tried it. Do we know it's locked?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is
Then
it-
I will do lockpick.
Okay.
Pick
So
the
slide a hand check for me.
Okay. This 13.
13. It is one of the worst locks you've ever seen.
Okay.
It's more of a latch. You're like, and you pop it pretty easy. It's pretty rudimentary. So you pop it open, and then the door swings open. And as soon as that door opens, like as you're looking into the mine, you look at you see this immediately. The rocks are like the stonework is got like ice hanging off of it. And as soon as you open that door, there's like a cold blast that hits you. The door moves. What?
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna transition back, and then I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit. So you guys just give me 1 second here, so that we can really see. All right. So now what we're seeing is you're going down the cave entrance. It does have another turn.
Sorry.
You're good. Okay. There we go. All right. So now we can kind of see as you're going down. Who knows? The dwarves are leading the charge, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the dwarves are going down. What do you guys want to do? As you're reaching a corner. What do the dwarves want to do?
Let's peek around the corner.
I really don't know if I want to do second wind yet, just because I'm down to 11 of 25.
How much does second wind give you?
D10
With
plus
some
2.
heal.
You're 11 of 25, so if you heal max, you're not gonna heal all the way up. So there's no point in like
Yeah,
saving
Good
it,
point. You don't-
No point in saving it, you said?
right? Because I mean, you may as well use it before
Yeah.
you.
Alright, I'm
Go
going to go ahead
zero
and
instantly.
use second wind.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Piss take.
Okay.
Well, at least I'm up to 17, I
Okay.
guess.
All right. All right. So you kind of shake off some of the stabs that you got in the back from the kobolds as you guys continue to move forward. I'm guessing you guys are kind of following in behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's rear?
I would not like to be here.
I'll take rear.
All right, so Gulliver will take the rear. Okay, so as you guys are moving forward, who's front dwarf?
Me.
All right, so front dwarf is going to be Mr. Dane.
Perception check around the corner?
Yes, you can.
Oh, for Pete's sake. No, a 1.
A 1. Oh, perfect.
Don't
Okay.
forget about your inspiration too. That lasts for 10 minutes.
Not going to really help
Yeah,
on
I
a
know.
1.
All right.
Do I get... Never mind, we'll find out. next
All right,
time.
so
boy.
you turn the corner.
Leeds dies getting retired for the night. That's been 3 straight fails on that one, on that fella.
All right, so you turn the corner,
This is
and
not
you're
going well.
it's really foggy in the cave, and what you don't see immediately and kind of surprised is that there's 2 orcs in here, one of which is charging you with an axe, and the other one is sitting behind with looks like a mace and a shield, as the one in the front is charging you. So, real quick, for you up front, okay, you don't see it, but there's a javelin that flies right by your head. You're like, whoa, what was that? And as these 2 guys go charging, so everyone roll, give me another quick initiative, everybody.
For Pete's sake!
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 4!
Alright.
Retired.
Much better.
What'd you get?
And it's plus dex, right?
That's the
Yeah.
second initiative. I
So
rolled a
5.
1. Retired.
Retired.
No.
Yeah, those 2 are retired. Just these 2 d20s now.
I don't want to retire this one.
You
yet.
guys didn't roll. You didn't roll much better.
Nope.
18.
A 6.
17.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Let's just kill
I'm
combat
gonna
again. Me and you.
Cry.
Can't wait till I get Misty Step, Thunder Wave.
all right. All right. So who's the highest?
18?
18. Okay.
17.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Again.
Nice. Back to back.
Yeah.
And Dane, what'd you get?
5.
5.
I'm 6.
Doors are going strong
ouch.
tonight.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So Nottingham, you're gonna go first.
At least there's only 2 of them.
Okay.
So far.
Man,
What are we gonna do? Come around the corner.
Yeah,
let's see.
It's kind of like last time
You
where I
can
failed
delay
2
if you want. Don't
strength
forget
saving
that.
throws.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those nights again.
Man, that's
At least we're
we're gonna do
having
that. Yeah.
fun.
that's rough.
4. I'm gonna move up to here,
You are
Okay.
behind cover with me there because of my shield, my size.
and then
That's
cast Ray of Frost on the close guy.
On the guy that's charging in. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to go back.
23.
Oh.
I hope 23 hits.
All right. Let's take a look here. So 23. Yes, that will hit.
Okay.
Front orc.
That will be 2 cold damage
2 cold damage.
and slowed by 10 feet until my next turn.
So about 10 feet. Okay, that's good. All right. So that's Nottingham. Next is going to be the orcs. Hang on, that was 17. No,
They're
Gulliver. Gulliver's
They're
next.
probably-
I will dart forward,
Okay.
protecting my ward, as it were.
Tally ho!
And I'll shoot this guy with my hand crossbow, the front
Okay.
orc.
Sure.
18.
That will hit.
Awesome. 7 points.
Nice. All right, so that crossbow, it hits him right in the chest. He's really mad now.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm an orc and I'm mad about it.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration.
All right, the dwarves were inspired by the heroic actions of Gulliver. All right.
So we both have a D plus.
There you go.
D6.
All right, now the front orc is gonna go. He should be able to move up and close to get to Dane. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he's gonna get up and swing his great axe at Dane.
Oh, move an axe on axe battle here.
All right, because you saw him coming and already had your shield up, he comes down and you smash up against the shield, so you block it off without a problem.
So you.
You'll have to do better than that, orc.
All right.
See, a lot better screaming.
Yeah, when
Okay.
screaming is well.
The orc in the back is going to cast a spell,
Oh no.
What?
and could y'all put that in front of?
Oh, man.
Put that in front of.
They know, but I don't.
That's me.
Oh.
Let's put that in front of Randor.
Oh, fun!
How? Around the corner?
No. Is it, the only one in front of it is Dane. Oh, it's on you then.
What is this?
You should have just
Spiritual
weapon, I would assume.
Huh?
Spiritual
Yes,
weapon.
yes. A giant flaming spear comes out of these, hovering out of the sky, and comes down to hit you, and that's a natural 20.
Oh.
My luck tonight's
Spiritual weapon
fantastic.
damage, real quick, for
It's
the
a
guy that cast it
D8.
100 times.
What was that?
It's a D8 plus wisdom modifier.
Oh,
Yeah.
goody!
I'm about to die.
Alright,
At least you.
double ones.
Ha! Nice.
So there you go. So take 4 whole damage.
You got
Wow.
lucky.
That's the worst crit ever. And that was my bonus action. For my actual action, I will then I still only see you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones are behind me.
Alright, so you get stabbed, and then he looks at you and goes, "Kneel before me!" And with that, you need to make a wisdom save.
Of what?
Oh, what do you got?
I haven't rolled it
Hey,
yet.
just roll. See what you got. What you got?
16?
Nice! Your dwarven fury kicks in, and you are not going to obey the command of this orc.
That's good.
So you're like, not today! Alright.
I owe you for that one, mate!
Alright, and with that, his, yeah, we're good.
So
Yeah,
does
he's
that
he's all tight.
does that pink crystal go away?
No, it's just there.
Yeah, it stays.
It
It
stays.
Spiritual weapon is a really good spell.
Yeah, it's just gonna hang around for a minute.
So that's the
Alright.
problem for me. The rest of this whole thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's up after that?
Until he dies.
And we go back. So
I get a 1, so I'm last.
Probably
Yeah.
I believe we're at Layla.
Layla.
All right.
Yeah, Layla.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna
Not
move
me, I
up,
can tell you
Okay.
that.
and then I'm gonna use my short sword first.
Okay.
And
And
okay,
stabby
so
stab?
it's 12.
12. Now he's gonna block that off.
Okay, all right. So
should she be rolling with advantage
Yes.
because I'm standing right there?
Absolutely.
okay,
yeah.
so
So roll
So
again.
roll again.
One more time.
no is the one, but I get to reroll it, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
16.
Nice.
Okay,
Hey.
so
Just keep rolling to something good.
22.
Alright. Yes, that does hit.
okay, cool. And
You
then
also
What
get
is
a
that? Halfling luck? Is that
Yeah.
what that is?
yeah, and then sneak.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, okay. So then 8.
8 to the orc.
Do you
Okay.
wanna make a dagger attack?
He wasn't looking. He was more paying attention to the dwarf, and from out of nowhere, this
Stab,
you
stab.
slide the blade right between him, and he just kind of like starts falling over onto the dwarf.
So he's dead.
Awesome.
Yeah, he falls over.
Sweet.
He's toast. So Layla again with another kill.
Yeah.
She just shows up and kills things. That's what she does. All right.
Should I do anything?
So nice. Okay. So now after that, we're gonna move over to Dane. Dane, you're up. So
Do the Dane thing.
Those are 5 foot squares, right?
yes.
Uh,
What you got?
I'm going to launch a lovely hand axe at this guy.
Just throw a axe at him.
Well, I'm gonna move up and then throw an axe at him.
Okay.
I can't reach him, so I'm at least gonna do that.
Okay. All right.
So I'll move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there.
Okay. Now are you gonna drop your battle axe to do that?
Do I have to? Can I not just pick it up on the side?
Well, you got a shield and you got
Oh,
your
yeah, that's a
axe,
good
so you
point.
have
I
to
didn't
put
think
it
about
up.
that.
Throw the other one.
I don't want to action surge on this guy. And dash isn't a bonus action for me. So
You could get up to him, but
I can't really do anything.
unless you action surge, then you could.
Kind of want to save that.
I get you. This is what I do. I try to get you to use up all your resources.
Yeah,
That
so
is the fun.
I guess
of
I'm just gonna double move and body up to this fella.
double move and body up. That's totally fine. All right, so Dane charges all the way up to get up to this orc, and now
Mostly to
we
get in
have
his way, so
Randor. What you gonna do, Randor?
Do you want me to reveal this hallway? Okay.
I'll move up and I'll throw my hand axe.
Actually, yeah, that's fine.
Actually, no, I only have a battle axe. So I'll just move up with the other dwarf,
Goodness.
Okay.
and I'll just stick behind him, behind his shield.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna get up
Yeah.
behind him.
So you're
Okay.
gonna do double move?
yeah, if you double
Yeah.
move, you can make it.
Yeah.
Don't move to get
Double
up there.
Okay.
Well, you don't have a shield, so.
Yeah, that's one behind you.
I like it. I like where we're going with that. All right. So now top of the round, we're gonna go to Nottingham.
Boom, diggle.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with the Ray Frost. Ooh,
No.
10.
No. Okay. There's a whole wall of dwarves in front of this guy, and you're just not able to get a good shot off. So that's
Wall
gonna
of
be a miss.
dwarves.
Are you gonna do anything with movement, or you say where you're at?
I'm pretty happy
You're
where I
pretty happy
am.
being behind the wall of dwarves. Okay.
I'm
All
okay.
right. You're good.
This
All right,
guy went
Gulliver.
I will take a shot at him with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
9.
No. Again, there's a whole lot of dwarves in front
Yep.
of you.
A whole lot of dwarf.
You're shooting. You're trying to make a careful shot.
Yeah,
but
this
it's
is
not
not.
getting it
This
off.
is
Okay.
not.
All right. So now it's the orc's turn. The bonus action. He's gonna move his spiritual weapon up to stab Randor in the back.
Oh, so.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Without a doubt. Yep. All right.
Uh-huh.
So, Mr. Randor, take 5. This flaming spear comes up behind you and
That's more than
stabs
the
you.
critical did.
Yeah, yeah. Right, worst crit ever.
It's not
Alright,
bad.
Best.
And then with that, the orc is gonna pull his spear out and try to stab our dwarf in front, Dane. Armor?
18.
Yeah, I got
What's my short bow?
you. Uh
I'm good. Right?
oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So it's super long.
That might leave a mark. That's 13.
I'm down. Nope. Yep, I'm down.
Yep. The mighty Dane has fallen.
This is trash.
He had just like the amount of fury that he put into that.
Trust
attack.
me, it was gonna come back at him at some point.
Right.
but-
All right, so he stabs you. He gets through your armor. You take it to the chest. You fall to the ground. And after that, we go to. Oh wait, yeah, he's good.
I didn't even get to attack anyone this
Is
week.
it-
Layla.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna use my short bow. Okay, 16?
Advantage because.
Oh, wait, advantage.
16 hits. Oh wait, you can still roll the advantage in case you roll a 20.
Okay, so
Nope.
16.
No. Okay, so you can hit the bow. So as Dane falls over, you now have an open shot.
Alrighty, so 10 plus
Damn.
14.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. All right. That's a solid hit.
You
So
were good with that
it
bow.
guts through. He's wearing ring mail. You see this arrow stick out of his chest, and he's screaming mad about it.
I don't like people mess with my guys.
Okay. All right. So we have the arrow shot. Now we're gonna go over to
It's him.
Dane is down.
I'm not dead. I'm at 0.
Yeah, 0. So make a save. What do you roll?
Wow.
Oh.
2.
2. All right.
Trying to
So that's
retire
one
that
death. That's
dice.
one death save. Failed. So that's 1. All right. So now we go to Randor.
I've retired 3 of them.
So
I have one dice
He's running
left.
out of d20s.
can I move? Can I reach him? Am I
Yeah,
gonna-
he's laying in front of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna reach the orc and I'm gonna attack him,
Okay, yeah. So swing. All right.
and I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. Are you going to range?
Well, you don't have to use it. You don't have to. You can choose to use it after you roll, but before he tells you whether or not it succeeds.
yes, that's how it works.
So wait until you see what you roll and then decide if you
Yeah,
want
I
to
rolled an 11.
All right.
Well, what's your maths on that? Add strength onto that. And what's that?
Oh yeah, plus 6, so that's
That's
a
a
17.
17. I just
It'll
fucking
hit,
forgot.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Just save it. Okay. All right. So you hit him with the axe. Roll your damage.
1d8, here we go. 1d8 plus 4. That's a 9.
Nice. Okay. All right. So he takes another hit, and you're hitting into him, but he's got some pretty thick armor. Like you're hitting him, but he's thick.
Thick.
He's thick.
Damn.
He's a big orc. All right. Next after that, we're gonna go to the top of the round. So we're back to Nottingham.
It's a little bit
Oh,
too
hang on,
far
sorry.
to get
Damn,
to
he's
pick
thick.
him up. So
Bring the spiritual weapon down. He fails concentration check.
Yeah.
There's no
there's
concentration.
no concentration.
There is
it's
no?
really
No.
good.
Never mind.
It's so good.
It's that. Never mind.
Why did you say that?
It's gonna poke me in the back
Alright.
constantly.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
No.
No hit. Okay. All right. Now we have Gulliver.
I'm going to move up 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And then try and shoot the guy again.
Okay.
20, not natural.
That's a hit.
8 points.
8. All right. Another hit. Going through the ring mail again. He's really hurting.
All
He's
right.
really hurting.
Lord, this guy's a tank.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up after
Half
that?
orc cleric.
Him?
Yeah.
Him.
Oh, his turn. All right.
Oh.
The spear's gonna go to you this time. Flaming spear to the Randor. This time you know it's there, so you kind of duck out of the way as it swings, and then he's gonna turn around and try to stab you back. That's a hit. That's a hit. All right. 6, 10. Take 10.
Ooh.
He is really good with that spear.
Yeah.
He is
He needs
quite.
to die.
He's quite good with the stabby
Oh,
stab.
here we go.
Huh?
Oh, that's not my turn yet. Sorry, it's hers.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
The best.
Layla.
Do I have advantage? I don't know.
Yes, you
Still have
do.
a,
I'm just gonna start rolling these dice, get the bad rolls out.
I just have a bardic inspiration
Let's
for you.
see. Oh no!
Double twos.
All
That's
right.
literally the worst you could roll.
Yeah, so the,
Yeah.
the arrow flies like it's the worst shot you've ever made. You're kind of embarrassed with that.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like,
Oh, should roll the one.
Should have practiced more on that one. All right. So that arrow flies south. Now we go to Dane. Make the save.
No.
What do I have to hit?
Feast on 11.
Yeah, I made that. Because I had a 7 plus 6.
No, it's a
13.
straight roll.
It's a straight
Oh,
roll.
straight. You don't. I don't
Nope.
get saving throw
No,
on my.
it's a straight. It's a
Straight roll.
50-50. So he's got 2. Y'all are gonna have to do something because if he fails the next one, he's dead.
Do
All right.
you have a bardic inspiration, or can you not use that?
Not for that.
No, he's not conscious.
Yeah.
All
He is
right.
no longer inspired.
Uh,
He is walking towards the white light,
getting called by the songs of Valhalla.
Randor could use
be
that
fair-
bardic inspiration on a medicine check, though, right?
You could do that.
Probably for the best with how he's
Alright.
rolling.
I'm going.
His rolls have been nothing but fails on literally
Alright,
everything.
So Randor, what you got?
I'm raging,
Oh, the rage is on. Go for it. Alright, so
and
now,
I'm gonna attack him.
is it reckless?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's
100% yes.
Alright, so reckless, raging attack. So roll 2d20s. Go for it.
Kill him now.
Nope. A 1 and a 4.
1 and 4!
Wait,
Wow.
hold on.
4 plus numbers plus a d6.
I have advantage.
Yeah, that
on-
D6
I
might
have advantage on strength check.
No.
Alright, yeah, that's. You're so mad.
Wow.
You totally saw it coming.
What's your plus to hit? Plus 6, plus 7?
Plus 6. I was gonna fail either way.
Yeah. If you rolled high enough on the d6, you might hit him.
Because you rolled a what? A 4? So that's a 6. You'd have to hit a 6 to hit a 16, which I'm pretty sure is what
Yeah.
his AC is. Not likely.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
fair.
It's a miss. It's a
It's
miss.
a-
Alright, top of the round. Not again.
Please kill him.
Alright, I'm gonna move up as much as I
Get him.
can. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna get all the way up there.
Get him.
Let's go with Ray of Frost. There we go. 23.
That will definitely hit.
5 cold damage.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Alright, and next we have.
Gulliver, I'm going to move up and administer the single moss juice to.
Oh! Okay. Alright, hold up.
I see you were talking to my mom.
Yep.
Alright, hang on. So he's gonna go apply the moss juice. Alright, so it does heal for a d8 plus 2. So roll d8.
We all know what this is going to be, let's be honest. Not that! 7, yay!
Alright, so
One.
you now alright.
Moss is better than a health potion.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Well, 2d4. That's better than 1d8.
Can I roll my D6 with that?
It's only on d20s.
I
Oh,
know, I'm
Attacks
just
and
trying to
skill
be
checks and
positive.
saving throws.
okay.
Is there a bad side effect I should know about this?
Alright,
That's what I would at least.
alright, so you're healed. Oh man, and y'all are looking at him, and like your beard has turned to feathers.
Oh no.
Is this a permanent thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you got a beard of feathers.
Oh god.
Make a
Amazing.
quick Constitution check.
Oh god. No.
All right.
11. No, 10.
All right. So the you got this beard of feathers. You're like, and when you sneeze, and all they just disperse as the feathers fly across, and your beard is gone.
I hope. It'll grow back.
Right.
It grows back feathers.
Oh.
It's like- and it's like just feathers fill the hall. It's interesting. So yes, it's the boss.
Where'd you get that
It's
one?
the
At?
boss. You're like, you've seen that happen before. It's kind of
It's like a weird side effect.
Alright, so that was Gulliver. Now we go to the orc. Seeing you now is like you've left yourself wide open. He was going to attack with advantage. Uh-oh. What's your armor?
16?
You block it off.
Wait, isn't it minus because you're raging?
I get advantage.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did he not take his radiant damage because of rage?
No, there's no radiant damage.
Why do I
That's
keep-
a whole different
It's a
barbarian
whole
thing.
different
Oh,
barbarian.
is it?
That's,
Yeah.
This ancient dead is barbarian.
Ah.
Alright.
That's whatever multi-class.
Yeah, so
stuff.
he comes in for the stab, and while you're open, you shift sideways quickly and dodge the attack. And then for him, he will also. He's going to command you to throw your axe away. Drop your axe!
What is that, Constitution?
No, it's a wisdom save.
Okay. 10?
You immediately take your axe.
10
and throw
plus
it away.
that d6?
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah.
This would be the time to do that.
6.
Yes!
16.
Yes! You are inspired by the mighty Gulliver. You're like, no, I will not throw my weapon again.
Not again!
Not again. All right, so you hold your axe.
What was that?
All right. Next we go after the orc. Now we are at
Layla.
Layla.
All right. Do I have advantage? Still? No. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Actually.
All right. Cool. What is that
Reroll.
one? on?
Reroll. That's
Oh.
tilted.
Oh. Okay, so 12 plus 18.
That's a hit.
All right, cool. So then sneak, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So 6.
Okay.
Please die.
If not, not
Yeah.
dead.
Alright, so he takes another hit.
Not
That
dead.
ring mail is pretty tough.
Right.
That's pretty
Well,
tough.
I'm up now.
Yes, you
So
are.
I'm swinging
It
at
is. So
him.
you're on the ground. You see him take this shot. So you're below him. So he has the high ground. What do you want to do?
So you know in Lord of the Rings where Gimli slides into the guy and just
Right,
smacks
just
him?
okay,
That
all
one.
right. So make your attack.
That's great.
Wow! 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 No. 2. Do I have any advantage of this at all because it's attacking him?
You're underneath him now.
Randor. You're
Ah!
alive. Randor.
I'm gonna go for him.
Okay.
Can I reckless attack
Oh,
again?
man.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You get reckless.
Reckless
You're
attack.
raging,
I'm
you're
still
just
raging.
mad as can be.
I just want to kill him.
18,
Yes,
24. And then I get a +2 to my damage, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
12.
12. How does it happen?
How does he die?
How does he die?
I'm just gonna take it and just go right across his head.
Right across the head. All right,
Yeah.
so
I'm just
he,
gonna
he-
split
he's
his head
looking
in
down.
half.
He's looking down at the dwarf. He's like, "Hey, where you back up?" And then as he looks up, this axe just comes right into his face, and you just wedge it. And as it comes all the way down, you kind of pry it out of his head as you have killed the orc. So congratulations, we have killed the orc.
Nice.
So that fight took a lot longer than I thought it would.
You think? I almost died!
Yeah, I know, right?
I missed literally everything from the second we walked down into this place. Every single throw.
So he drops in. What do y'all want to do now?
Search him if he has
Yeah,
any healing
loot it-
items.
loot his body.
Yeah.
He is a shaman of some sort.
Okay. You do. He's wearing ring mail. It looks pretty nicely made. There's a lot of holes in it though.
Can you repair it?
He's wearing a shield. His shield looks like it's crafted pretty well. It does have this like eye carved into it.
Are we talking shield like shield or like?
Yeah, shield.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
You take the shield.
Yeah, he's missing a shield.
Yeah, you're missing a shield.
Back to 18.
Back to 18.
That ring mail, is it better than chain mail?
No.
Then no.
No, it's also not made as nice as yours. Yours is good dwarven make.
Yep. It
This
goes
is nice
there.
for an orc. It's nice for an orc, but y'all have done some damage to it. I don't know what. It would need some
Any
work.
healing items on this?
No. You go through his pouch. He does have a pouch of gold.
take
He's
that.
got about 15 gold on him.
Yeah, we'll take
Puts
that.
in the
And
14
he does
copper
have
pieces.
in his satchel he's carrying. He does have a book in there.
Ooh.
Give it to
Yeah.
him.
I would
Um,
like to read that book.
you look at it's all in the language you don't know.
Okay.
What language did you speak?
I speak Common, Gnomish, Elvish, and Halfling.
No, not
Okay.
language you know. There's also a scroll in there, also in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
So you've got a book, unknown scroll.
Okay.
Okay.
So from what I saw, am I able to tell what type of caster he is?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
8.
No.
Okay. Actually, now give me a religion check. It's because he's definitely
9.
yeah. It's not your cup of tea.
Would
Okay.
I recognize it? Would I
Fair
recognize it
enough.
having fought orcs before?
Yeah, you do recognize the symbol of him. He's a shaman of the orc
Shamans.
order. Grumsh, something you've heard of. So that's something that you would know in the area. So so you've got some kobolds in the back celebrating something. You've got a couple of orcs in here. One
Really?
of which looks to be some type of
It's a real hoot
shaman.
nanny.
Right. What do y'all want to do?
After we're done rolling the bodies, yeah, we'll go.
Okay. All right. So
Oh
continue
yeah.
on.
So did we check both orcs by the way?
Oh no, the other orc we did not check.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'll
would like to
the
check
other
him.
orc.
Okay. You go back and check the other orc. He's got about 4 gold on him. Not much. He does have a battle axe and like hide armor. That battle axe, not as good as yours, but battle axe.
Pile it up near the door.
Yeah.
We'll pile it up near the door.
Okay.
Grab it on the way out.
All right. Is there anything y'all want to do before moving forward?
I guess we could take the mail off that fella later as well. Yeah. No. Anyone have any healing things? No. No.
I gave you the one I had.
Yep. That's it. Great. I wish I hadn't used that second one now.
I saw a magic user, so I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual. Are you guys cool with sitting around for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that a short rest?
No.
No.
Y'all want to rest?
Can we?
A short rest would probably be good.
Yeah,
Yes.
very helpful.
Yeah.
I could get
Okay.
spell slots back.
Alright, do y'all want to take it here, or do y'all want to go back in the kobold room, or do you want to go even further?
Kobold
back?
room, close the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all go back to the kobold room, y'all close the door, y'all got an hour to chill. Is there anything y'all want to do during the rest?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I know
roll.
everybody can heal a hit die, or how many hit dice? You get to choose.
However
right?
many you have, yeah.
However many you want. So you
Plus
up to
1d6 for Song of
Right,
Rest.
so the bard's gonna play his lute, and
Yep.
So we just get a 1d6.
An extra 1d6. Yep.
Okay.
So-
2d10.
yeah.
And I'm an arcane recovery.
got it.
18.
Okay,
So you can just roll
so
this.
everybody can do
You can
a
roll 1 or
rest
2,
and get
depending on how much you need to get.
rested
That's
up.
nice.
Now, some of your abilities that come back on a short rest come back.
So, you're
Does second wind come back on a short rest? I believe it does. It does. Okay.
you can roll
All
one
right.
and roll
So
the
you're
other.
playing a song of rest.
Do
use
you
your
get the
arcane
Song of
recovery.
Rest if you don't roll hit die, or is it only if you roll hit
It's
die in
only
addition?
if you spend hit die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
roll
I still have
D8
one
and
rage
D6 and
left,
see
so
how you
that's
do.
nice.
Okay.
Yes, I had 2d10.
You get 2 per day.
Yes.
Not as great, but it's okay. I got
Yeah,
12.
I get 2.
Okay,
Okay.
so I only
So I got
Yep.
one left.
And then you say you used 1 hit die. You have another.
Wow,
extra
that's
rest.
not great.
What?
So I had 2d10 and a
So we-
d6, and I
so I've
recovered
already used
12.
What are you at though?
19.
Of a possible what?
Thank you, Golly.
25.
That was a wonderful tune.
Better than 2.
Okay. Alright, is there anything else y'all want to do for the hour that y'all were kind of sitting in the kobold party room?
Let's lock the door.
We all did that.
Okay.
Y'all did close the door and lock it.
Alright, so yeah, moving on then.
Yep.
Back to where we were.
Okay. Anything y'all want to do in that hour? No?
Get a good night nap.
I'm gonna go take a nap. That's fair.
I guess we could maybe move some stuff that we found already up to the cart.
Is there anything of value in it though?
I mean, we could trade the axe and the chainmail in for something. To someone.
Like, yeah, I guess to Boondiggles
We can
over
somehow
here.
become the caravan.
Yep.
Make an automatic
We're back!
tree.
We can
Alright, with that, you open up the doors, you go back in. It's still really cold in here. There's and as farther as you get back in, you see there's a fog coming into the room.
This cold must be magical. What do you think? Not
It's
even.
not picking up on his magic when he tries to detect it.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to use detect magic and nothing's happening, so
Hmm.
might be otherworldly, but it's not magic.
So I'm
Onward,
guessing
then.
I'm guessing the 2 dwarves are still leading up front.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay.
I'm
I'll-
more
I'll
hesitant
take-
about
So
I'll
that.
take front.
we'll transition back to the map. We can unveil
I'll take
more
front
of the
since I got more
Mine-
hit points.
the not so haunted mine. Okay. All right, that's good. All right, so you're good. All right, so y'all come around the corner. You do find another room in the back here. Y'all want to kind of move your guys there so we can kind of see this room back here. The dwarves are up front. Yeah, so y'all back in that way there. Okay.
You need checks?
Yeah, what do y'all want to do in this room? Y'all walk in this room and it's just a big clutter of just looks like trash and collecting and bones.
Want to see if we can
of
see any
bones.
dwarvish items?
Huh?
Just a general investigation.
Yeah,
check.
general investigation or perception check for anything useful.
Okay. It would just
Investigation's 14. If
14.
it's,
All right.
Yeah.
Going through this. Actually, Layla, give me a roll.
Yeah, 19.
19. All right. So y'all are looking at it like looks like trash. You on the other hand look up. You pick up like a piece of bone and stuff, and you see that like there's some pretty big like bite marks into this meat that's been like frozen.
Okay.
And the teeth marks look large.
Hey guys, there's some large teeth marks.
So, while your keen eye just picked this up, like that's unsettling.
What kind of bone? What kind of a bone is this?
Looking at it, it was probably like a horse, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, that's a big bite.
Unnatural.
You said
cold.
we couldn't get our
Big
pony
biting
down here.
animals. I got
What?
a bad
He
feeling.
said you can't get your pony down here. I'm like, you said we couldn't get our pony down here.
Not in
so
one piece.
You can if you chop it up. I guess we'll turn around. And,
Depends on how you cut it.
How do you fit a pony in the refrigerator?
I guess we'll turn around and go back the other way.
All right, so that way y'all walk down the hall. Y'all do come across another door as y'all are walking down the hall.
Help me.
There you go.
Can we,
So you've got a couple of choices here. You've got a hall cutting back, and you've got another door.
Can we open this area or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
All of the bottom.
Yeah, just everything just not past the door.
Let's check this way. Yeah.
All right, so you guys kind of go around and y'all see how it kind of loops around. You do get in the very back corner here where it looks like it's open. That is, you can see where that kind of goes down further and is part of a mine. It looks like they were mining gems out of here. It doesn't look like a silver mine. No, it looks more like it's gems.
Okay, but there was another mine entrance back, like
Yeah, up top.
outside. Okay.
Up top, but this will be further down, and you can see that they were pulling gems and stuff out of it. Give me the dwarf. Give me an advantage check on is it
It's history.
history check?
Yep.
Yeah, straight up 16.
16.
So-
Looks like they were pulling amber. Like there's like a citrine. It's a citrine. It's like you can see like some of the residue in the stone. So a lot of citrine. You see just different yellows.
Anything around in this square corridor?
Looking around, you're actually able to pick a small gem out.
Okay.
So you can put like a small citrine out. And so all right, so going back.
Yeah. Anything in the square corridor?
No, it just loops around. It's a circle.
Okay.
It looks like at one point they might have slept in here. There's some cots and stuff in here. Like this might be where the dwarves kind of hung out and.
Okay. I'll press my ear to the door and see if I can hear anything.
Okay. The door is very, very cold.
Okay.
It's very cold. Like as soon as you touch it, like, ooh, that's cold. Yeah, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, you had that there.
Like that.
That'll be an 8.
An 8. No, it seems pretty quiet.
All right.
Can I uncover like this right here?
No, it's just
Okay.
hang on. All right, so the door is locked.
Can I pick that lock?
Yes, you can. Give me a sleight of hand check. Now, hang on, you
No,
get,
I get to reroll
Oh, yeah.
that.
you do get
Yes.
to reroll that. Yeah.
Okay, 16 plus 6, so 22.
This lock is better than the other one, and you're having to chip away some ice on the lock, but you're able to pick it without a problem. You open it.
Slowly.
Slowly. I slowly open it.
Okay, all right. So you slowly open the door. As that last door opens, and as that last door opens, we're gonna take a very, very quick break. Give me 3 minutes to set the last thing. Okay. Sorry, but I need a
What did
quick
you find?
second.
I would say
welcome back as we have set the last scene as Layla has opened the door that was half frozen, and as you walk through, so bring the
Quietly.
group as they walk.
Can we
through
roll for
quiet-
stealth first?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good
There's an idea.
Okay.
Roll for stealth.
Nope.
18.
Perfect. You get in. Who's up?
8.
Can we peek through the door before going?
Oh no,
all
she
the
just
way in?
opened it. She said, "I want to open the door."
No. I know as far as opening the door, but like walking into the room, can we see what's in there before we walk in?
Y'all walk in and y'all see, some furniture and y'all see some different things in there, some barrels, but it's dark. It's very, very foggy in that room.
Dark vision not helping out at all.
It's like cut in half.
Do I
So
roll a
30 feet.
perception check?
Yeah, so who's now, I know Layla was in first, she stealthed in, so move her figure up, please. She's the one with the little bow. So we're gonna move her up into the room.
I'll be right behind her.
I'll be
Alright.
behind him.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
I'll be next, Chip.
17.
Perfect. Who's next?
I guess I'm next.
Stealth check.
Why am I even trying?
That's
No.
Okay.
Do you get disadvantage for wearing the chainmail?
I don't know.
Not to my knowledge, because I have
believe-
dwarven armor training, so I don't think so.
Maybe not. Alright, who's next on the stealth?
Oh, that'd be a
me,
13, by the
22.
way.
You're good, Golliver, next.
Ooh.
What's in here?
8.
What's
Hey, guys.
amazing! Alright, so as you guys everyone kind of starts piling into the room.
What's your armor?
Chain.
Chain shirt?
Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
You
19.
do not get disadvantage
Yeah, I
on
don't
stealth.
think so.
Oh, good. Huh?
19.
Yeah, y'all all get in the room fine. Y'all start looking around.
Wow,
And
this
then
room looks
there's
great.
There's a well in the middle of the room. Y'all see like a frozen bookshelf. Y'all see a couple of crates with the tops popped open. You do see you look around and you see a lot of gems and stuff kicked around the room and
Ooh, shiny.
coins kicked around the room. But as you're looking at it, it's all frozen into the rock.
Oh.
So it kind of gleams. So the first thing you look in there is wow, there's a lot of gleaming coming out of this rock. And as y'all are walking in, y'all are all being all quiet, and then Nottingham walks in and goes, "Wow, look at all these gems!
Is there anything in the bookcase?
Is there anything in the bookcase?" And with that, this tiny little head pops out.
Whoa.
Wait,
What?
go.
Is that a...
Yes,
Whoa.
it's a white dragon.
Oh God.
I have a book on those.
Yes, you do. Y'all are all in the room at this point, so everybody slide in. Y'all got into the room. And now everybody roll initiative quickly as you see this white dragon crawling out of the
8.
well.
Same.
7. I got 7.
Right, that d20's gone.
So I'm just gonna find. It's like, oh, this is a good luck D20.
Alright, wow. Alright, so who's going where?
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 2.
Who got the highest?
16.
Not me.
Okay, I got a 14 after him.
7.
I got an 8. So
Nottingham, what'd you get?
16.
Nice. And Gulliver?
14.
Nice. Okay.
And then it's 8.
Yes.
7.
2.
Okay.
Alright.
Do I?
16 go
Pass over.
first, so that would be Nottingham. You walk in wow, look at, what is that thing coming out of this?
Just something else.
Grease underneath it.
Huh?
Grease underneath it. Dex saving throw.
Okay. I'll do that. It's a deck saving throw?
Yep.
Okay.
9.
15?
Yep, you're fine.
Okay, so
It's-
its talons are clenched into it.
Difficult terrain for the next turn.
Okay, alright, that's fine. So he's on difficult terrain, so you grease it, trying to get him to fall back. That's a good idea. Alright, now you cast a spell, are you gonna do anything else?
Try to talk to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out of the room a little bit.
In the back, and I'm gonna back up just a hair.
Nope.
Is,
Alright.
it,
This is your fault.
is that its size right there? Like, it's
Yeah.
not just. Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it
No,
wasn't
no,
just
it's,
his head.
it's small. It's small.
Small boy.
It's small boy. Little guy. Alright, so after that, we go to Nottingham. We have Gulliver.
Gulliver, I will look at Dane and say, "You can do this!"
I don't
Bardic
believe
inspiration.
you.
And then shoot the dragon.
Alright.
I really don't believe you.
17.
That will hit.
10 damage. Max damage.
Holy
Nice.
moly.
Get some.
Nice. Alright, so that arrow goes right through, and everything you've heard about dragon scales is not apparently true because that arrow went right through the scale and hit him.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, ah! And you hear him like scream after
You
that.
see, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
All right, who's up after that?
Somebody-
16, 8. That's gonna be Rendor.
Where
I
does
have
it
a
go?
book on dragons.
Read a bedtime story.
So what are you gonna do?
Once upon a time.
All right, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna read it, see if I know anything about this.
Really? In the midst of combat, you're gonna read your
The
book?
barbarian's doing research.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, I gotta search my tablet.
Really? Really?
I mean, maybe I'll just rage. Screw it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You think better of
Rage
reading.
or books. Rage or books.
I'm gonna rage and get behind him. I
Alright,
guess.
run up behind it. Okay, go for it. Swing. It won't be advantage, but you can run up. Try to get it to turn.
Oh, you killed him.
You can just set him up beside it if it's easier.
Yep.
Yeah, just set him beside it. That's fine.
I'm behind him either way.
Alright, so you run up, roll your attack.
I get advantage on strength check, so let's do blue.
That's a sweet dragon, Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
The dwarves are real bad right now.
Yeah.
Strength check is not an attack, so you don't get advantage on attacks.
Oh no, I already know. I was
Okay.
rolling my attack.
Alright,
See if I
so,
would get
you,
Gotcha.
while its armor may not be
Hi
thick,
there.
you swing and it's very agile. Like it just ducks the swing immediately. And with that, it's his turn. Alright, so
You just swing
Um,
you just swing.
the three, so Gulliver,
three.
Layla, and Dane, the dragon rears back its
I'm
head
done
and
with
just,
this dice.
and just breathes this like cold breath over everybody. So everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who's everybody? Everyone.
No, that would be Dane, Layla, and Gulliver.
Wait, okay. Is this
Can we use this dice? I haven't touched this one yet.
17.
You made it. Would you roll?
Plus your d6, man. If you want.
Will it help?
Yes, it will. 15.
You made it. What'd you roll?
14 without doing anything with this.
Okay. Alright, so y'all all saw him rear back his head, so y'all made your saves, so you will take half damage from his breath weapon.
Can't win at
Half of a
anything.
lot.
Yeah.
Where are the statistics? These don't make sense.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Alright, so everyone takes 10.
Oh, that's half?
Ooh.
That's half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lee.
Okay.
Alright, so it does that, and then it's going to also turn and try to pop his tail at the person behind him.
That tail girl.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, that will definitely hit.
This didn't work for me. So
Are you
Okay,
raging?
that's fine.
Has
What?
You're
anyone
raging?
Yeah, I'm
You're
ready.
has
fine.
anyone had a decent D20 on anything?
You're taking half damage
Yeah.
on stuff, right?
Can I just?
Can
Uh,
you
I
try
just
to
have
turn it?
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and
It's-
slashing.
this is,
That's
this is,
almost
yeah,
everything.
That's all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Don't
everything
throw that
I
one.
just named.
Yeah, don't do that one. That one's real special.
Alright, so you're gonna take 5 points of piercing damage. That's after your half. So you straight up take 5,
Alright.
and then you're also gonna take 3 points of cold damage. So take 8 total.
I feel
Cold
good
is
about it.
not
I
bad.
feel really good about that.
to succeed on something.
Alright.
I think
I
you
just
will.
want to help.
Alright, so after that, we're gonna go to Dane.
How?
No, wait, I'm just kidding.
That's Layla. Okay.
I'm about to say
JK.
So,
how?
I'm just gonna hit him with my short. Oh,
Alright, pull the bow back.
that's a natural 20.
What?
26.
Good job.
Ugh.
She's also gonna get her sneak because he's behind.
That
her.
is true.
Wait,
it
what
is
is this?
sneak.
You critical.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then
And
all of this.
Doesn't it? Does it
Yeah.
double the attack as well? So it's 46
Yeah.
then, right?
Man.
Yeah, suck it. All right. So okay. So
Wow.
12, 16, 20.
20.
Ow!
Yeah.
Alright, that arrow shot right into its right eye, and it's kind of like rearing its head back with its arrow sticking out. I mean, there's a lot of, like, as soon as it went in,
I'm going
blood
to
spat
mount
out.
him.
But it's like twirling its head back and forth. Dane.
I feel good about it. I feel good about it.
I'm running straight at him with my axe, just praying to God I hit. just success on something.
Alright, go
please.
for it.
Also, bonus action. I'm gonna do my little Healy thing because if I fail, I might need to. 'Cause
Right,
I
I
might
got you.
die.
Alright, so second win.
No.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
What'd you
Just
roll?
4. I rolled 2.
Alright, so
I'm really not hopeful running into
Alright,
this.
so roll.
Are you flanking him?
He actually is going to be because Randor's behind him.
so have some advantage.
Yes! I hit something! It's a 24.
Yes, you did hit. All right, roll your damage. Roll your damage.
Oh, God bless.
So you ran to Mia.
Ooh.
13.
All right.
You're there.
Yeah. How does it happen?
I lop its freaking head off.
All right. Yeah. So it takes the arrow to the head, to the
Nice.
eye, and rears its head back. Dane runs
Wow.
forward and takes the axe and severs the little
Yep.
poor baby wormling's head right off as it rolls over onto the ground.
I
did
noticed that.
something.
So y'all have taken down the white dragon wormling. As soon as it dies, it starts to warm up a little bit in the room.
Nice.
I don't feel a difference.
It's a little yeah. It's like I'm still stuck in my big blanket. All right, so y'all have killed the white dragon. Dane, who failed all night, lands the killing blow on the dragon. So that's good. Redemption.
Yay,
Redemption.
of some sort.
And somewhere in a parking lot, there is a D20 rolling around somewhere. People on the stream missed the fact that on that last roll that he failed, he ran out into the parking lot and threw that D20 maybe onto a highway. We don't know where that thing went. So
I got it pretty good.
It's somewhere. Okay.
And that
so-
one on the 85.
Right. No, there could be a D20 somewhere out there. All right.
It,
So
by the
with
way,
that-
when it landed, it definitely is a 20.
It definitely
Whatever it is,
without a doubt,
it's a
it
20.
was Matt. Right. All right. So you guys, you killed the.
Can we
the
loot the
dragon?
room?
Yes.
and
you
just chip
can
out
loot the
all
room.
the gems that we
Yes.
find?
Y'all can take some
Sure.
time.
Being a dwarf, I'd be remiss if I didn't remove every shiny
Should I
thing from
do
there.
Are there any books in the bookcase?
There are some books that are, you have to kind of chip them out. There are 2 books in there, both of which are languages you don't understand.
Nice.
Cool.
So 2 mysterious
Are there any
books.
vials
I
or
will
any
take it.
flasks about or
Regretting
anything?
not to compel
hold on
language.
one
I'll
second.
see.
So y'all are gonna have to
Take a nap.
hang
Still
on
look
one
for stuff.
second. Okay. So y'all are gonna have to spend some time doing this, but you're basically able to pull out of the eyes, chipping out of the eyes, 2,000 copper pieces.
Oh, I got excited.
There is about 800 silver pieces.
Oh, that could be kind of helpful.
You do find mixed in about 30 gold pieces. And y'all find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gems. And on the bookshelf in one of the drawers, you do find 2 potions.
Is the one that he had earlier empty, right? That he used on me?
Yep.
Can I try to get dragon's blood into that?
Yeah.
I
okay.
figured we'd just take the body back with us,
That's
We do have a cart.
so we could prove that we actually killed a dragon.
I agree.
Oh, that Fink!
I agree with him on
Yeah.
that. Sure, let's
Okay.
take the whole blood.
I would like
thing.
to peer down the well.
Okay. You peer down the well, and as you look down there, the cavern opens up pretty big. One thing you also saw in the room was like pieces of an eggshell. Like maybe he didn't hatch that long ago.
We should go.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the kobolds were celebrating the birth of their dragon.
that we
Yeah.
killed.
Yippee!
It was his name day.
Of course he died then.
Of course,
Right.
of course.
They're probably all happy, like, yip.
But that cavern, it empties up. It looks pretty large.
Let's not go down there.
No.
Yeah, that's.
Audi.
Take the baby dead
So
one.
y'all are gonna have to spend several hours in here, like chipping away all the coins if y'all are gonna get all of them.
You don't have firebolt, do you?
Prestidigitation warms 1 cubic foot of non-living
Slowly,
matter.
it takes time. So y'all
He's just
do-
over there in the corner going, I got this.
So y'all take some time getting everything back up to the cart. The 2,000 copper pieces that the gold. What is that, like 20 gold?
$20.
Yeah. The 8,000 silver pieces, which that is handy.
Yep.
That will probably
800
be
or 8,000?
800.
Okay.
There's 2,000 copper, 800 silver, 30 gold, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gems, and 2 potions. And then there's also, I guess, 3 whole books that y'all found.
Yep.
All right. With that, y'all spend several hours getting things back up into the cart, and then y'all can begin making your way back because maybe the 800 silver pieces might be enough to coat some weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, we're going to call it a night for this week. Stay tuned next week as we have game 3 of our 3-game arc to open up Tall Tales and Short Stories. So we see you guys next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So take care.
Thanks for watching.
See y'all.